All right.
This meeting is being recorded by the host or participant. Got it. Thanks. Now I can't sue you. All right, so let's hop right into it. Welcome into episode 106 of the Daaagenerates Podcast. Wild Bill here, coming to you on a beautiful Tuesday. We got some fucking hot weather. My balls felt like they were in a sauna all fucking day at work. It was worth it, though. We had an amazing fucking weekend. Both Nick and I, all the boys. We had sports, football, a little bit of football news, mostly baseball, playoff hockey. I think the big news of the week, AEW Double or Nothing, live from Vegas. So welcome in. We got a lot to fucking talk about. Nick, welcome in. As always, my co-host. How you doing? I know you had an action-packed weekend.
Yeah.
We haven't talked. We haven't talked since you got back. So I want to hear all about it.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was a great trip out to Las Vegas. Started off nice. Can't complain about really anything besides a couple. I mean, small things like betting wise, but of course, TSA and just the airport itself was a breeze. Got right in and off of both our departing flights and our arriving flights and stuff like that. So couldn't complain about that at all. I mean, it was great. Honestly, just never being out in Vegas before. Walking on the strip, we stay at the Harris, and that's just across the street from like the Mirage and a little ways down by the Caesar's Palace and the Cosmopolitan. We weren't really able to, the only thing, other things like we didn't really go the other direction. If you ever been out there, like the Luxor or shit like that. Bally's.
I've never been out to Vegas.
Yeah, no, just Bally's and shit like that. So, I mean, just walking on the strip, I mean, obviously drinking, I think that should be an open policy just about anywhere. I feel like that would be, while it was, a little chaotic. Well, you would think that just be people being drunk. People are there's no fight. I didn't see anybody getting in belligerent fighting, no one doing anything like that for the main part. I was only out there for like 48 hours, but fucking, oh geez, what else? I mean, besides the event itself, I guess then the only other things I would say is too many kids, way too many children in my idea. Yeah, like young kids. Like I don't know why this would be like a family vacation. And I mean by it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't like Disneyland amount of children, you know what I'm saying? But I guess in my mind, any more than one child being there was too many. There shouldn't be kids there ever. There's just
you definitely
asses out and just people being belligerent.
Vegas as like child friendly.
Yeah, you see people dressed up like Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, and Mickey Mouse and everything, but I wouldn't let your children be next to them, especially when Batman's on the phone on TikTok and Spider-Man's fucking FaceTiming. Like it's weird, but it's cool. Like no, In-N-Out Burger. Good. I don't know. Is it overhyped or not? I didn't do the plain burger. I got both the fries and burger animal style. So do that if you're going to get it. Phenomenal. They put that special sauce, cheese, bacon, everything on the fries. That's phenomenal. You eat that like it's fucking like the supreme cheese fries. And then, same thing. You just put that special sauce on the burger. It's phenomenal. Ooh, so that was good.
Special sauce, baby.
And then the night before, we again just walked around on like the strip and shit. And then there's like a little like side thing there's a lot of malls and shit and whatever. When you go inside those casinos, it's crazy. And the casinos itself are amazing. So much money. I mean, we went in there with however much, and kind of in our mind, we expected to lose it all, and we kind of did. Had a couple of good squad rides on roulette. I think we were 2-1 on that shit, but that was fine. Fucking the slots ate some money. One lady at blackjack just absolutely cooked us, so that was good.
See, I'm not a big blackjack guy. I know how to play it, but I've heard I played it a couple times over at Rivers.
Yeah.
And if you're playing on a table by yourself or with your buddies, it's one thing. But if you're playing on a table with someone you don't know and you hit when you shouldn't hit, or you stay when you don't stay, like other people will get pissed off.
Absolutely.
That's why I don't want to do that.
And that was exactly my mind. Yeah. I didn't want to try new games that I didn't know, like Baccarat or craps. Like I don't want exactly that. I don't know how that shit works. I don't want to throw the dice and it's it fucks them over, or I'd miss and it fuck. Exactly, because I just don't know how that shit works. So I stick to what I knew. You bet on black when you do roulette, or you just fucking you don't count cards, but you're just like sitting there trying to add because it's just me. I'm just a little slow, so I'm just fucking sitting there fucking. 11 and then they got it, and it's an ace, and then okay, now that's one, and then oh fuck, and then they think you're counting cards, and you're just like, no, I'm just trying to count the cards that are there so I have the right amount.
Like I have a 7 and an 8. 1, 8, 9, 10. Like just count cards. No, I'm just counting my cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I barely graduated high school. You fuck.
I just graduated. I mean, other than that, I mean, phenomenal. Everything was walking distance, definitely a lot of walking. Bring your walking shoes. I mean, in my mind didn't get enough sun for the amount of time that I was there. Like I said, only there for a short amount of time, and spent a lot of time inside the casino. And other than that, I would say the sports book out there kind of lame. I mean, I mean, in terms of what you can bet on, I mean, it was just like the simple. If you had the Caesars sports book, you could do that. But I mean, the one that they had provided there just for specifically being in Las Vegas sucked. I couldn't bet on an Nerfy. I was pissed. The only thing we took out there sports betting wise was, well, Heat plus 130 money line, and I guess we can get that later. And Jimmy Butler kind of, we'll see if you looked at it in the betting circumstance, kind of fucked us over. But in terms of terms of winning the game, he tried. I don't know. Yeah. So, and then of course, I mean, the show itself, phenomenal. We're gonna get all to the wrestling later.
Oh yeah.
And I mean,
a lot of wrestling to talk about.
I mean, yeah, but back over here, you still had a phenomenal time over here. The Crosstown Classic. How was that?
Yeah, it was one hell of a weekend, dude. We got there at about 9:30. The game started at 1:10. We got there early, immediately set up the grill, set up the bags, busted out the speaker, jamming. Luckily we had some cool people to the left and the right of us. We were all drinking, talking, sharing food with each other. It was awesome. We ran into a Karen at the game though.
Oh,
dude.
No.
Yeah, we were sitting, I think section 135, row 30. And everyone in our section, Cubs fans, Sox fans, we were all yelling. We were getting along. We were busting balls, and everybody was just having a good time.
Yes, as long as you can do that, respectfully bust each other's balls.
It was a perfect game to do that. Cubs go up early, Sox tie it. Cubs go up again, Sox tie it. Cubs go up again, Sox tie it. Yeah. And then they go to extras, and it's going back and forth. So obviously, there's this chick behind us who's going, let's go White Sox. And then while everyone was doing their clap, I was going, let's go Cubbies. And we just kept going back and forth. And it was a great time. And everyone was cool. We were busting balls, like I said, until this one lady, like 2 rows in front of us, she was middle-aged lady, and I'm guessing it was her son. All of a sudden, her son turned around and looked at my buddy John Dyer. And I think I might be wrong. It was the 10th inning or the 11th inning where the Cubs took the 2-run lead. And this dude was obviously upset. He was a Sox fan, and the Cubs took the 2-run lead. He probably thought it was over. And he actually did. He had to think it was over because they left after this. Didn't even watch the rest of the game. But me and my buddies were standing up. We're high-fiving. All the Cubs fans are high-fiving each other in the section. And he turned around. He looked at my buddy John. He's like, shut the fuck up, dude. He like pointed at him. He's like, shut the fuck up, dude, or else. And my buddy John, if you know John, I'm not going to say his last name, but he's a fucking hothead, and he does not.
You already said his last name.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay, what's up? Shout out John Dyer, Rosemont's finest, baby.
I can cut it in.
No, fucking leave it in. What was that? That one Bad Friends with Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino with the black people in Missouri. Leave it in.
Leave it.
But anyway, so this dude's like, dude, shut the fuck up or else. And like whenever anyone says or else to John Dyer, those are fighting words to him. So he's like, no. Dude, we're at a fucking baseball game. We're screaming. We're going back and forth. You were just cheering for the Sox when they tied it up. I'm cheering for the Cubs now that they took the lead. Shut the fuck up. You ain't going to do shit about it. Fuck you, pussy, blah, blah, blah. His face was as red as my arms. You said you got no son. I got enough sun for both of us.
Hell yeah.
My arms are fucking dying. And plus I went golfing yesterday, but my arms are fucking dead. So this dude turns around, starts yelling, blah, blah, blah. His fucking mom, I'm assuming it's his mom. Maybe it was his older girlfriend. Maybe he's a MILF hunter. I don't know. She turns around and she's like, this is our stadium. You shouldn't be here cheering. I was like, that makes no fucking sense. I didn't get in it. I was just sitting there. I was sitting back, enjoying the whole fucking thing. She's like, this is our stadium. We get to cheer. You're being too loud. You're hurting my ears. And I was like, lady, we've been doing this for 10 innings now, going back and forth. And now that the Sox are losing by 2 and they thought it was over, which obviously it wasn't, they got up and this dude, like, he was like, he took his phone out and he was like going like this, looking around. He was like trying to record us.
Yeah.
And our other buddy Fitz looked at him. He's like, what the fuck you trying to record, bitch? And all of a sudden the dude takes his phone, he puts it in his pocket. Yeah. And him and his mom get up and walk out of the section. Cubs fans, Sox fans. There were even 2 fucking Cheatstro fans there. There were 2 Astro fans there. Everyone was fucking booing these people. And they left in like the 10th. And then the Sox walked it off in the 12th. Honestly,
Jake Burger.
I wanted the Cubs to win, obviously. I was just happy that game got over when it did, because I got home at 6:50 and I ordered the pay-per-view. I didn't even shower. I laid there until 11 o'clock at night in my own sweat and filth and watched AEW because we went into 12 innings. But
yeah, that was a long one.
It was a fucking amazing game. AEW, like you said, we'll talk about it later. I got home just in time to watch it. It was an amazing card. What else? I went to go see Top Gun. That was a great movie. Thursday night, Obi-Wan Kenobi came out.
We can talk about some Kenobi right now too.
That was awesome. Yeah, we could hop right into it. I mean, all in all, both of us great fucking weekends. Yeah. And then, like I said,
I'll say one more thing about Vegas. The time change of, while it was really awesome, get the show on our end, was being Pacific time. I just don't want yeah. So we were over there.
Pacific.
Specific time. It's specifically 3. It was specifically started at 3:30. So the doors opened at 3:30, and whatever. What time did the show end here? It was like 11:30.
It was like 11:30, maybe a little before 11:30.
So it's so getting out, like if events ended at 9 p.m. like that's so awesome, and it gives you it gives you so much reason to go out and go party afterward, and that's that's exactly what we did. Early flight, but that didn't stop us anyways. So that was great.
Fuck it. But you guys meet anybody like you did last time? Did you
no yeah, we didn't have I don't think we had an early enough flight to catch anybody like going anywhere. But yeah, that was way more awesome. Obviously catching everybody at fucking 6 a.m. But we were there at, I don't know, our flight was at like 9:30 a.m. that time. And then, it was nice job. Nice flight. Everything was great. Everything was fantastic. We obviously were getting a double or nothing, but even the night before I was able to catch both chapters of Obi-Wan, and so do you, and you've been fucking dying to talk about this. So, I mean, again, take the floor.
Oh, dude, I haven't been able to talk to anybody about it yet. Buddy,
and then leave it here. Obviously, just want to say spoilers upon spoilers about spoilers coming up. So just either pause or just try and pause, go watch those episodes, come back, or skip maybe like 15-20 minutes ahead right now. I would think, just for anybody. There you go. Just wanted to
so obviously, like Nick said, spoiler alert. Obi-Wan Kenobi episodes 1 and 2 came out. We got a surprise. They came out a couple hours earlier. I know I told you off the air here before we started recording. Thursday, I actually went to the Sox game with my girlfriend. I think, that was the Red Sox game 3.
They got absolutely fucking demolished. But
and she had like something going on with her work, and all the staff members and their significant others went. So that was fun.
That's cool.
We left like the bottom of the 8th inning just because it was late. She had work the next morning, and the fucking Sox were getting their asses whooped. So we fucking left, got out to the car, sat in traffic. And just sitting in traffic, getting out of the stadium, I was just scrolling on my phone. I think it was on Twitter or Instagram or something. And I saw the post, now available early on Disney Plus, Obi-Wan Kenobi episodes 1 and 2. And I looked at my girlfriend. I was like, babe, we're going like 120 the whole way home. So fucking strap in. I'm not kissing you goodnight. I'm going to drop you off. You can fucking roll out GTA style. And I'm going to go home and fucking watch it.
Roll out, soldier.
Yeah, it was amazing. So episodes 1 and 2. We can get into it. Spoiler alert, skip ahead if you haven't seen it. Or if you're not that big of a Star Wars fan, maybe you should watch it. You will be after this. Let's just start with episode 1. Did not expect like the mission that Obi-Wan was going to have to go on to go off planet. He was going to go off planet to, I think it was called Dayu, that like Tokyo looking planet.
Can I stop you right there?
Yeah.
Just even the recap of just everything that happened beforehand. That was awesome. That brought a very nice feeling back, just watching basically Phantom Menace in a nutshell, and all the other Attack of the Clones and the end of it. The scene, and then Revenge of the Sith. And I was not expecting that. I found a little thing. I'll pull it up while you're talking. It's just a little like timeline. Actually, it'll probably help some people that are just confused with where everything is on the Star Wars timeline. It's just, maybe it can get you right there. I don't know. It's very hard to see, and my phone's very glary, but it's cool that that something like that popped up. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, nice little. I like when shows do that. They give like little recaps, especially in between. I like Stranger Things came out and they do the season before recap. There's always a couple things that you forget. I know Star Wars being different. I don't fucking forget any of that, but a lot of people probably did. So to get the little episodes 1, 2, and 3, and then obviously it opens up with a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. None of the shows opened with that, like the Mandalorian, Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and now Obi-Wan was the only one that did. So that was cool. Like nice, like a, I guess, little throwback you can call it.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. I was not expecting that mission. Like I was wondering what is so important that Obi-Wan is going to leave. His only mission in the world is to stay on Tatooine and watch over and protect Luke Skywalker. What is so important that can get him off this planet? And I was thinking it has to be another Jedi. Like I forgot the name of the guy in the show. I gotta go back and rewatch it, but he sort of got hunted down in the cantina, and the Inquisitors hunted him out, and ended up running into Obi-Wan in the desert. And he's like, "Help me, Obi-Wan, help me!" And Obi-Wan's like, "Listen, if I were you, I would bury your lightsaber in the desert and hide out. We lost. Like, hold that L," basically.
Yeah, and that was tough to hear. That was very tough to hear from that perspective.
Yeah.
To hear obviously the defeat, but I mean, it's in my mind, I was kind of like, that's just a very tough pill to swallow. But it's for real.
Yeah. So I'm thinking he has to be like some important Jedi out there has to be like in distress, and he has to go help them out. It ended up being the complete opposite. We got a little young Princess Leia, which I was so excited to see. I loved the casting. I feel like the little girl who played her did such a great job of
absolutely
being Princess Leia. Like, Princess Leia was outspoken. She was a smart, intelligent, adventurous woman who didn't take shit from no one. And you saw in the one scene with Princess Leia and her cousin, he's like, "You're not a real Organa." And she was like, "Okay, I'm fixing my fake tie here. Hold my beer," and roasted that fucking dude's life. That's Princess Leia to me.
Yeah, so, that's kind of what I took away from that too. She did a very good job of just, I mean, in terms of like the actual acting and like taking all that in perspective, she just stole the scene. She very much every time she was on camera, she stole that scene. She was the main focus of it for obvious reasons.
The one part could have been a little better, and I guess it's it's a PG show, it's a Disney show, where she's running through the forest and Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers is chasing her down. Good. I thought that was a little comical, like that
Yeah.
these 3 guys couldn't catch her. But again, it's part of the show. You got to make her. It's Princess Leia. You got to make her look good in some way, you know.
Our friend Mike was very, very much not a fan of that scene. I mean, that's kind of what I was. That's kind of what I was thinking too. Of like, you can't really. It's going to be on Disney Plus. So God forbid a kid just stumbles upon this. You can't just like, see the vicious fucking bounty hunters. Is that basically what they were? Yeah. So they're trying to abduct a child. I mean, you don't want to make that too scary. While that is a very scary situation in real life, you gotta.
It could have been a lot, exactly like you said.
You gotta pull it back.
Worse.
You gotta pull it back. So take the reality out of it for 2 seconds, and then just make it a little bit gimmicky and funny. But obviously, 3 guys. It's not real life. Three guys are gonna catch a fucking small child in 2 seconds. Like, that's just how it is. So
that's like she gets kidnapped, and immediately when I saw Princess Leia, I guess this is sort of backtracking a little bit. I knew we were going to get Jimmy Smits, who's Bail Organa. He is the king of cameos. He was in Rogue One. He did voices for, I believe, the Clone Wars, and now he does a cameo in, Obi-Wan as well. So he's Senator Bail Organa. You saw a great shot of Alderaan before Grand Moff Tarkin blew it to shit. You never, other than like the 2-second scene at the end of Revenge of the Sith, you don't really see Alderaan in Star Wars at all. And it was cool to see, that's where the rich, the politicians, the senators, and everybody like that lives. So it was cool to see that, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was like a shot at just like, today's politics, like, oh, we're here to talk about the slavery, the slave thing. And he's just like, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about your swimming pool and your alcohol and whatever that scene was. So
she gets kidnapped. Obviously, we find out it was a trap set by Reva, who a lot of people are giving her shit. A lot of people don't like the way that Moses Ingram was portraying Reva. I like it. A lot of people, I get it. She's annoying, but you have to understand, I think that's her job. Like, you can tell the other Inquisitors don't like her. Like, they have problems with her. She's sort of like Rogue. She's out for herself. She's looking for herself.
And they keep saying that. They keep pulling her to the side and like, you're outspoken. You're not focusing on the mission, and you're bloodthirsty for Obi, and you're just, what do you want? And they're like, this is my mission. And it's just like, okay, all right. I get it too. Yeah.
I can't wait to see. We totally forgot to talk about this. I can't wait to see where she comes from, because it is known that she was a former Jedi turned Inquisitor. And everyone's thinking the opening scene of the younglings, training at the Jedi Temple. And then you see the 501st clone troopers come in and start blasting all these motherfuckers.
Very interesting way to start the fucking show, the series. I think
it was there for a reason, and this is a rumor that's going around. One of the children was a young black female, and everyone is saying that was Reva. Okay. And she hates the Jedi. She hates Obi-Wan. She has the same thinking that Anakin had, is that the Jedi betrayed her. She even says it in the show. So I think at some point we're gonna get another flashback of like that scene, but continued a little bit, and it'll show maybe I don't know. Reva and all the other younglings are running out, and a Jedi trying to help them, and a Jedi turns on them, or I don't know. I have fucking no idea. A Jedi wouldn't turn on him, but maybe a clone trooper who supposedly allies of the Jedi turns on him and kills the other younglings. I don't know. We'll see. Deshaun Watson, something going on with him. Good job, buddy.
I saw Darren Williams of former Chief just got signed with the he went somewhere.
I see that too now.
My only question was, and I don't know if we're jumping episodes or if it's still on the same one.
Yeah, just talk 1 and 2. It don't matter.
Yeah, how does Reva know exactly to do the whole get Princess Leia part? How does she know that Obi-Wan is connected to her?
That's a mystery still.
Okay, because she's
still a mystery.
Because obviously after Obi-Wan comes and attempts to save her, and obviously spoilers, she does, and they get away, but they don't know exactly where they go to. They just follow that that one guy who was pretending to be a Jedi. That was a pretty good cameo.
That was pretty funny. He's like, I just like credits. You can buy a lot of things with credits.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, but that she does reveal that at the end. She's like, now we know that Obi-Wan is connected to Leia, but then you're just like, well, why would you do that in the first place? If Obi-Wan didn't go get her, then you just abducted a child for no reason in my mind. I think
in one of the scenes,
missed something.
I think in one of the scenes she did say something to, I think one of the other Inquisitors, where she was like, she was searching through the, what are they, not the files, what are they called in the Jedi Temple, the archives in the Jedi Temple, and she found that Bail Organa and Obi-Wan were basically like fucking peas and carrots
so they were
during the Clone Wars, and she thought if anything happened to Bail Organa, he would go to Obi-Wan. Like if it's something crazy like Princess Leia being kidnapped, he would probably go to Obi-Wan, and she was right, obviously. Yeah. So she did say something about that. Okay. I'm gonna later on. I'm not sleeping tonight. We're gonna edit this episode. We're getting it up. Episode 3 comes out at 2 a.m. I might take a little nap in between there, but I want to watch episodes 1 and 2 again tonight. We'll confirm it, obviously.
I watched him a little late, watched him a little, little Stony Baloney.
Stony Baloney. Yeah. Oh, dude, I was more sober than fucking CM Punk, dude. I was champion of the world, baby.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, yeah. There were one, maybe two things. Obviously, like you said, she tracks down Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan uses the Force to save Princess Leia. They get away on the barge, but the big scene is where Reva tells Obi-Wan, he's been looking for you, Darth Vader. And you can tell, like, Obi-Wan did not know Darth Vader was still alive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The realization.
And then she can, being in the same room, she can sense what he's thinking. Mm-hmm. And obviously that's her power too, because she fucking used.
Oh yeah, she stole that from the one guy that likes credits.
The credit guy. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
But she can sense that he didn't know. And then she said Anakin Skywalker, and you can just see the look on his face.
That was a really good scene. And then that obviously makes sense because he's like waking up with night terrors. Everyone does the night terrors thing, and Anakin has night terrors, and I guess Obi-Wan has night terrors. I wonder what Yoda would have or baby Yoda or whatever fucking. I wonder who that. Yeah, there you go. I wonder that you're having. What are you dreaming about, bud?
He's just dreaming of eating frogs.
Makes sense. Me too.
But anyway, that last scene where they get away, him and Leia are on that barge and they're flying away, and he's just staring off into nothingness, and he says Anakin, and then immediately you see in the back the tank hooked up to all these tubes and wires. He's sitting there, his eyes open, you hear the breathing of Darth Vader. Episode 3 has to be all about Vader tonight. That's like, if it wasn't all about Vader, or if I didn't think it was all about going to be all about Vader, I'd wait until like after work tomorrow to watch it. But I'm not. I'm staying up just because this episode had, like, they just teased them at the end of episode 2. This whole episode has to be about Vader tonight. Did. So they
finish with just how the breathing, like that's how.
Yeah, and then it cuts to black, and you hear the iconic breathing. So. There's two things. One thing that I really didn't like, and another thing that, like, I think I don't like it, but maybe they'll explain it a little more later on. The first thing is when Reva was on Tatooine, going around to all the citizens, trying to interrogate them, talk about if you're hiding a Jedi, come forward, blah, blah, blah. And she actually stops and she's talking. I always call him Uncle Ben because of the rice. Rest in peace. They fucking canceled him. Uncle Owen, I always get Ben Kenobi and Uncle Ben and the rice lady and even Aunt Jemima confused. But anyway, Uncle Owen, everyone's sitting in like the town square, and she pulls her lightsaber out on him. And she's interrogating him. She's like, how about I come back to your house and take a look around and blah, blah, blah. And what do you know? Who are you protecting? later on in the show, she uses the Jedi, or not the Jedi, but the mind trick to pull all the information out of Krennic guy's head. And she knows exactly where Obi-Wan and Leia are going because she used the mind probe trick on that guy, but she didn't do it to Uncle Owen. Like,
well, the Grand Inquisitor was right there, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was the one thing I was thinking, like, okay, maybe but like she does whatever she wants anyway.
Yeah, she's already outspoken, and obviously, you know, I don't know if you were gonna get to it, but she kills him right then and there. And
yeah, I don't think he's dead.
Okay, fair enough.
I really don't think he's dead because that would go completely retconning Star Wars Rebels unless the Grand Inquisitor from this show and Star Wars Rebels are two different characters, which I don't think they are. It would completely go against everything they did in Rebels. I don't think he's dead. Plus the species of the Grand Inquisitor, I forget what name it is. They actually have two stomachs. So maybe she stabbed through one stomach and he's still got another one, you know, sort of like we got two kidneys.
I don't have the anatomy of that creature in front of me. So
yeah,
fair enough. And
if I had two stomachs, I'd weigh fucking 7,000 pounds. It'd be bad. But I still think he's alive. So that was the first thing I didn't like, you know, if you're really
that can also make sense because you don't really see like she doesn't like fucking cut him up and chop him up into pieces. It's just a stab, like pulls away, and you don't really see like the body go anywhere. She just goes off. So I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair to say.
So Reva not using the mind trick on Uncle Owen. I mean, she pulled her lightsaber out and put it right up against his neck. You'd think like before you did that, maybe you'd like mind probe him and see what he knows. I know some people are like impervious to it. You know, it only works on the weak-minded. Uncle Owen's a fucking moisture farmer. He's not nothing special. He's not force sensitive, so he wouldn't be resistant to it. Like she could very easily ho and know where the fuck Obi-Wan is, you know, instead of kidnapping Leia. So that was the first thing I didn't like. The second thing I didn't like, and again, they can explain it more later, so I'm not gonna like die on the sword of hating this part yet. Mm-hmm. Going all the way back to A New Hope, obviously one of the most iconic scenes in the movie. Obi-Wan and Luke Skywalker are sitting at old Ben's house and they play the hologram recording of Princess Leia. General Kenobi, years ago you served my father in the Clone Wars, and now he begs you to help him with his struggle against the Empire. Blah, blah, blah. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Iconic scene, you know? Nowhere in episodes 4, 5, and 6 does Princess Leia ever mention that she knows Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, Obi-Wan Kenobi is just her father's friend. And I feel like in Obi-Wan Kenobi, she's 10 years old. Or no, she's 9 years old. Mm-hmm. And A New Hope is 10 years after that, so she's 19. I feel like if you got kidnapped by these fucking thugs and taken to this planet, and Obi-Wan Kenobi came to rescue you, you would know him in episode 4, and she doesn't. It seems like she doesn't. Now, the one thing around it, I feel like, okay, maybe this is a stretch. When one of the scenes where they're in the alley and she realizes that he's a Jedi and he's helping her, and after like another chase scene where nobody can catch Princess Leia, not even Obi-Wan Kenobi can't catch her. She realizes he's a Jedi and she asks what his name is, and he says Ben. He doesn't say Obi-Wan Kenobi. So that's like a stretch. Real fucking stretch that she doesn't put 2 and 2 together, that Ben Kenobi is Obi-Wan Kenobi. But again, it's Princess Leia. She would know that. She's smart enough to know that. So yeah, maybe they mind probe her. They fucking wipe her memory. I don't know how they're gonna explain that.
He could Jedi mind trick her somehow, some way.
They could do something like that. But I want to see how they explain that. I want to see how they explain that.
Plenty more episodes to figure a couple more things out. I mean, how many episodes in total do they say that are coming out?
6 total.
Okay.
6 total. So we still got 4 more.
You get one right now. I want to see
what they do. I want to see how they explain that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, is it 1 a week?
1 a week for the next 4 Wednesdays. Yeah.
Okay. All right. For sure.
So I want to see how they explain that, because Princess Leia in A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and even though he's dead in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, she doesn't know who Obi-Wan Kenobi is. She's just told that he fought with her father in the Clone Wars, and now he begs you to help him with his struggle against the Empire. You'd think in like that hologram message, she'd be like, Obi-Wan, remember me? You saved me from fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers. I need your help again. Obi-Wan.
You saved me from Danny California over
there. Yeah, but she didn't. So I want to see how they explain that. Other than that, the episodes have been amazing. I loved that they brought back little Princess Leia. I loved the scene where in the cave, Bail Organa told Obi-Wan she is just as important as the boy, because she really is in Star Wars. And I know everyone's Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight, Princess Leia is just as important as him. And I like that they brought it in, or that they brought her in. She's implementing her into the show. I can't wait for episode 3 tonight. We're going to get some Darth Vader. Hayden Christensen reprises his role as the fucking Dark Lord of the Sith.
That's pretty cool.
That's all I really got to say on episodes 1 and 2. The ending scene to episode 1 where he's getting on the freighter and he fucking whips back his cloak or whatever, and you see his lightsaber hanging on his hip. I was like, it's on. Yeah. It's on. Obi-Wan Kenobi's back. I was so
That's
excited.
Good. And then I would say his fighting scene where he's taking on those 2 goons or whatever. It was more like I think it was probably after the chase scene. Might have been episode 2 where he's like, I guess I'm back, because he hadn't really been like any confrontation. Had been hiding away, obviously, cutting meat. And obviously, maybe that one guy who's like dishing out the change, and again may have been another like shot at society today. He's like, only this much change? I have a family. And he gets like punched in the stomach, and they just like, what are you gonna do about it, bitch? And Obi-Wan's like, I do nothing. I just have a beard, and I'm getting older now, so I can't do much.
I like that he in that fight scene he looked a little rusty. Like
that was
cool. That's cool. He didn't just go out there and whoop everybody's ass. Like
exactly. He's not Superman. He's got to get right back into it. And sure enough, just like riding a bike, I guess you can get right into the role of just beating people up. So sure enough, that was pretty cool. And then, I like it. I mean, I got nothing really to just like tear back and just hate on it. I mean, this should be no real reason to do that. I mean, as of right now, the first 2 episodes, phenomenal. I'm in the same boat as you. Cannot wait for more. If I'm up, I might watch it too. We'll see how it goes. I'm usually as late as it is. Maybe I'll just be uploading the episode while and I'll put it on or something like that. I don't know about rewatching the last 2. I might, and maybe I'll get the girlfriend to watch them, because
I have to. Yeah. That's how I always am. I watch them like 2-3 times.
You're gonna love this. It's so great. You're gonna love this. And then like you're just balls deep in it. She's like,
I know.
On the Twitter, on the Instagram. He's like,
the day after my girlfriend and I were hanging out, and before we went and saw Top Gun, we were sort of hanging out in my house, laying in bed, and she was like, so how was your Obi-Wan? And then she just like flipped a switch. And for 20 minutes, she doesn't like Star Wars, but for the next 20 minutes, I just explained the 2 episodes for her, and you could just tell she was like, oh my God. And then after I was done,
I just immediately regretted asking.
Yeah, exactly. And then afterwards, she's like, babe, you're so cute when you talk about Star Wars. And I was like, oh, thank you.
God damn it. I get the same shit when I talk about like wrestling or something like that.
It's all right. We got women that like what we're doing.
Pull it off to the side. Actually, CM Punk did this. CM Punk did this because he used to be in ROH, and he brought out the white trunks because that was his old ROH
when you
attire.
played the song for.
Yeah.
You're like, isn't this the greatest song ever?
Isn't this the greatest song to ever be assembled by anyone that's ever played an instrument?
Yeah.
So it's exactly how it is.
Fucking phenomenal. Episodes 1 and 2, they were great. We'll talk about 3 next Tuesday.
Yeah.
And fucking Obi-Wan, so far it's great. I don't like the hate Moses Ingram's getting for her character being a little annoying. I think they wrote her up like that.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat as you for right now. Yeah, she's annoying, but I think it's for I think it's for why she was written to be annoying. She's not.
Yeah.
She's not it's I guess in terms of wrestling, you got to be like, it's not go home heat. She's being annoying because she's supposed to be annoying.
Exactly.
She's not doing a bad job at it. She's getting your goat. She's fucking pissing you off because of the way that she's acting, the way that she's being outspoken. And I mean, whatever. She's doing a good job, I guess, as a brand new character. That could also be the thing. People just don't like new things right away.
Yeah,
and they were just expecting nonstop Obi-Wan from beginning to end. And some people are just like, you're getting so many extra side characters. You need that. It's called plot. That's how you write these things, because
you need an antagonist, and it can't just be Darth Vader.
Exactly. You can't. I mean, you can't just eat fucking meat and potatoes every time. You need a little bit. You need the peas and the carrots and the corn on the side. All that extra shit.
Corn. I love corn.
So fucking phenomenal. Can't wait as well. And I don't know if you had any final thoughts, but we got a bunch more.
No, that's really it. Yeah. That's really fucking it, man.
Yeah. Besides Star Wars,
at least.
I guess we can kind of get into this one. Still speaking on actors. I guess the sad news that came in was rest in peace to Ray Liotta, the star of Goodfellas. Yeah, absolutely. 67. Did you see A Cause of Death? That was the only thing I didn't.
No, I have not yet.
So I mean, that's very unfortunate. Yeah, everyone's. Obviously, Goodfellas, his role in that, that was main starring role. That was probably one of his biggest things. It's probably one of the things that everyone goes to. Other than that, he was in the Sin City. I think the second Sin City. Everyone loves his role in B Movie. But if you take a look at his IMDb, he's in a bunch of voices in video games, including GTA Vice City. There's just one called Mob of the Dead. I guess it's just like
that's the zombies in Call of Duty.
Yeah,
where you're in Alcatraz prison.
I think it might be a part of So I mean, if it's just that,
it was in Black Ops 2. It was
for
him,
sure.
Chaz Palminteri.
Okay.
Who's the fucking guy in Reservoir Dog? Michael Madsen. Can you fucking hear me now? Where he cuts off the guy's ear.
Oh shit!
And then the fourth one is the guy who plays Ralphie in The Sopranos. I can't remember the guy's name. But Mob of the Dead was iconic. That was probably my favorite zombies there.
There you go. So I mean, that's obviously just showing his range to not only just acting in movies and TV. He had the voice acting and all those and all the couple of video games too. I also had another, even just like small cameo roles. Like when he was in The League, he was Ruxin's boss in an episode where Ruxin was like getting sick. He's sneezing. He's like, you sneezing? You sick? Don't get me sick. We don't do this. That's not how we do this. And he's just like, and he ends up getting him sick, and he fucking he doesn't get fired because he's like a lawyer or whatever. But it's just like, it's pretty good. It's good to see that he's ranged. I mean, it's very unfortunate. Very sad to see. I mean, I guess it'll just pop up later if we haven't seen a Cause of Death just yet. But very unfortunate.
Yeah, and I mean, we just saw him in The Many Saints of Newark too.
Yeah, that was a series, and he just finished some TV series that I'm not exactly sure, but a lot of people were talking like it just dropped like a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago. It just finished. So I mean, people were very confused, obviously very confused, and just like you said, it just came out of nowhere. And I mean, it's
surprisingly, it looks like he was in Phineas and Ferb as well.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, I pulled those
out of guess that.
Too. He's got a bunch of roles you wouldn't think he's in a lot of some episodes of Frasier. I don't know. He was in a couple episodes of like Young Sheldon. Just like small stuff like that.
The Simpsons.
He was voice acting in The Simpsons and stuff like that too. Yeah. Smaller, I mean, I guess smaller roles, but I mean the iconic roles are obviously just not few and far. But Field of Dreams, that was another obviously.
That was a big one we missed.
Yeah, Casablanca. He's in a couple of a lot of episodes of Casablanca. Yeah, I mean, just phenomenal job. Very unfortunate. There's one movie I just saw on YouTube. I was watching The Iceman, the fucking serial killer. They did like an actual standby version of it, a what's it called? Live action version.
Yeah.
Words are stupid. I just took like 10 seconds to stutter through that. Holy shit. But yeah, he was in that. He was like one of the main characters in that. Pretty decent. Yeah, very unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to do my best to rewatch Goodfellas again. I gave it I guess not a harsh thing, but I wasn't, a hard stand for it. So
yeah,
I'll watch it
honestly,
again.
me either. I liked it, but towards the end when he got into drugs and he was a fucking rat, I was like, fuck this dude,
He's a rat. Yeah,
exactly. Did you ever hear the story about the real life Henry Hill, who obviously the movie was based on him. He rats on all the guys, goes into witness protection, and the movie was made, and the movie was so good and it got so much popularity that they kicked the real Henry Hill out of witness protection because he was going around telling everybody, hey, this movie was made about me. I'm actually Henry Hill. And they couldn't protect him anymore. Like, you're just defeating the purpose of your witness protection. And they actually kicked them out of it.
It was me, the guy that doing all the bad. Me.
He's just sitting at the bar having a couple beers and the corner TV's up there. He's like,
fucking
see
idiot.
that? That's me. And everyone at the bar, okay there, Jim, or whatever his fake name was. Okay there, Jim. You keep telling yourself that. No, that's me. I'm Henry Hill. Okay, buddy. Yeah.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah, they booted him out of witness protection for because the movie got so popular. He wanted to get his stardom, I guess. He wanted to get his 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, get his piece of the pie, I suppose. Yeah. All for the wrong reasons. Dumb move. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, like I said, rest in peace, Ray Liotta. We'll be
Ray Liotta, baby.
Yeah.
See you later.
Just I guess cheer up before we get into some sports. Just happy belated Memorial Day if you had anything on that. So hopefully everyone enjoyed, maybe some grilling and all that bullshit. So that was obviously very, very fun. And I unfortunately was coming back from the flight and immediately had to go do my little rounds of work. And so it was just nice to see that no one was on the road while I was doing it. So glad everyone was inside enjoying their time. That's what it seemed to be. A lot of bonfires and great weather for us coming back. That's all I could ever ask for. That's all I could say. Honestly, yeah.
Happy Memorial Day. Obviously, I come from a long line of military, and I was lucky enough everybody in my family got to make it home. And unfortunately, that's not the case for a lot of people. So
absolutely.
Memorial Day, we think about them, their ultimate sacrifice, all the men and women over the years. I know usually we were there the other day, the American Legion Hall in Franklin Park down the street by Saks Tiedemann, where they have like the cannons and those big walls with the memorial with all the soldiers' names on there. They usually have a little ceremony that I go to. They didn't have it this year. I was pretty upset, but happy Memorial Day.
I mean, just it's kind of cliche at this point. I mean, you're just gonna say COVID, just is still the reason why probably stuff is still not happening. But I mean, that would be my only thing. I mean, if you're having a tradition go on for that long and you suddenly out of nowhere just stop doing it, I would think at this point it's probably because of that. But I mean, I can't say. I have no idea.
Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, no, but yeah, very, very much like you say, it's just take a step back and just truly appreciate everything that you got. So that's the time you're supposed to do
it.
So.
I celebrated it by hacking up the fucking golf course like an idiot. I had probably the worst round of golf in my life. It was bad. I'd rather be on the fucking dude. I felt like I was on the beaches in Normandy. I was in the fucking sand so much. It was unbelievable.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what a fucking put together. What do you call it? I don't even know.
Crossover.
I guess you call it that.
Yeah, a little bit of that. Yeah, in that case, however we want to start off, the sports part. I mean, we got plenty of little pop culture from the get-go. We were on that for a bit, so we can dive into Sox, Cubs, and MLB in between. I mean, I only got a little bit on NFL today, a little bit on NBA, but a lot on wrestling. I figure end with the wrestling like we usually do. So I mean,
yeah, we can do that. Let's do some Cubs, Sox, and then knock out football, baseball, and hockey, or football, basketball, and hockey, and then wrap this sucker up with some wrestling.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no MMA here today. No, I didn't find anything. So I mean, yeah, if you want to start off with Cubs, you want me to start with the Sox? I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll start off with the Cubs. Not a fucking good week. We did get one win Saturday against the Sox, but other than that, Wednesday tough loss to Cincinnati. Thursday, Thursday was the 20-5 loss against the Reds. That was fucking ugly. We were actually
sorry to hear.
We were up early, and I was like, hey, the Cubs are looking good. Justin Steele's looking good. And I remember I was driving at work and I had it on the radio, and I flipped the station to something. I think I don't know what I did. Maybe I got out of the truck for a job, and then I got back in the truck and it's like 18-5, and I was like, oh great. So they lose that one. They get a win Saturday against the Sox. Keegan Thompson, like I talked about last week, he's just been looking great. Improves the 5-0 on the year. Good for him.
I think he only gave up 3 hits against the Sox, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Him and Stroman when Stroman started on Sunday.
Yeah. And then Sunday, tough loss, but a great game to the Sox. Lose 5-4 in 12, and then they drop a day-night doubleheader yesterday, Monday, to Milwaukee. 7-6 the first game and 3-1 the second game. Not a whole lot.
Can't be mad at that. I mean, Milwaukee's playing fantastic, just from top to bottom. Their pitching and their hitting is just phenomenal right now.
Yeah, not a whole lot, off the field stuff other than, like I said, Keegan Thompson improves the 5-0. He's been the bright spot for the Cubs rotation this year. Christopher Morel stays hot. He's still batting over 300.
By the way, sorry, you guys fucked us over. You listed 2 lefties against us, and then last second switched it to 2 righties. I know. We had like Wade Miley and like Drew Smiley.
Yeah, Smiley. I think he had a kid or something. And I forgot what happened.
No excuse.
To the other
no
guy.
Excuse. Get on the mound for your team. Sorry, Michael Kopech gets a break, not you.
But anyway, Christopher Morel's been playing great in center field. He's batting over 300. Has a couple amazing Gold Glove caliber fucking catches. One of them being that Sunday game against the Sox. I don't know who it was. Whacked at the center field. Went up, jumped, caught it, smacked into the wall, held onto it. So he's been playing great every day in center for the Cubs. And I mean, he's gotten the opportunity because of my last thing. Seiya Suzuki goes on to the 10-day IL with a ring finger sprain. No rush getting this guy back. I mean, it's a lost season anyway, so give this guy all the time he needs. Make sure he's 110% before he comes back. And we haven't seen Jason Hayward. That's good. That's good, Cubs fans. We haven't seen Jason Hayward in a while. And I know he went to the IL with, I think they said it was either an undisclosed injury or it was a non-injury IL stint. It was one of the two. Yeah, I mean, we're getting, decent play out of Nico Horner, like I said, Christopher Morel, whenever Suzuki comes back. And then obviously Willie stays hot. He hit one yesterday in the 3-1 loss to Milwaukee that actually cleared the stadium. It landed down on fucking Waveland, so he smacked the shit out of that one. Other than that, Cubs still suck. Like I said earlier, had a great weekend at the fucking Cubs Sox game. Barbecued, cooked up some burgers, some brats, some hot dogs. We had 2 bags of Jewel brand cookies, which are the best cookies in the world. Yeah. And all in all, just had a fucking great time. It was an amazing game. I feel like the first 8 innings flew by, and then the 9th, 10th, 11th, and the 12th innings were just as long as the first 8. So, all in all, great fucking day. Great day to be at the fucking.
Yeah, we were watching it. Fucking Cease went in the 7th, right? And then it was still nothing until then, something like that. So, yeah, phenomenal. I think that game, it was the first time someone's led in the 9th, the 10th, and the 12th going into it or something like that. And then they end up losing. So
only the Cubs can do that. Cubs can do that. It was what was the stat from earlier in the year that was like, oh great, that's only the Cubs can do that. I forgot what it was.
Fuck. But again, the archives and go back.
Oh, it was the 3-game series against. Oh no, Yeah, it was a 3-game series or a 4-game series against the Pirates. We lost 3 out of 4, but we had a positive run differential because we had that one like 24-0 win.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Win. So they had a positive run differential, but they lost 3 out of 4 games. That's the first time that was ever done in MLB history. So good job, Cubs.
Phenomenal. Making history. Making
unbelievable
history.
For all the wrong reasons. Yeah. Oh, well, that's it for fucking Cubs, man. Let's talk a little Sox.
There you go. Yeah, over on the south side. I mean, wow, I guess is all I have to say. Just not even 24 hours pass since my last little Sox check-in, and it aged like milk on a 90-degree day in Louisiana. 16 runs given up that day. Not once, but twice in the series, of course. You of course experienced one of them in person. Yeah. Sure, they won one in between, but it was a fucking 3-1 snoozer. But holy fuck, just some of the most uninspired baseball I have ever seen. Andrew Vaughn was the only player that decided to show up basically all series, especially in game 3. You know, he had 5 RBIs right off the bat. I mean, again, and then just to pile on top of it, Tim Anderson gets hurt in the Cubs series. Not looking good in terms of morale and stuff like that. I guess you just give some at bats to the guys that are coming up. You saw Jake Berger came back up. You know,
the 10-day walk off.
Yeah, that was nice. That was awesome. Yeah, Berger beat the Cubs. That was awesome. Let me see. Luis Robert got reactivated from COVID, so that's nice. But obviously Anderson goes back onto that 10-day IL with the groin strain. Very, very disappointing. Impressive comeback, like you said, against the Cubs on Sunday, but just to be honest, again, just shouldn't have been in that predicament. Should have just been beating up the Cubs from the get-go. But at this point, honestly, the Sox are just in no shape to claim rank over anyone. They kind of just stink. It's disappointing to say at this point, but yeah, we're just headed into a Toronto series where we're not going to have Kendall Graveman or Dylan Cease because my body, my choice. They didn't get the shot. They're on the restricted list. Kyle Crick gets the call up because of it.
That's what it's for.
Yeah,
okay, I didn't know. I saw they were on that. They got placed on the list. I was like, what is that for?
They don't.
Glad you mentioned that.
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't get the Fauci, the ouchie Fauci. They didn't get the shot.
Ouchie Fauci.
Yeah. So I mean,
totally off topic. Did you ever see the meme of Tony Soprano yelling at AJ? But it was like in 2022. And the one scene where he was talking about Christopher Columbus and how he's a hero, he's like, in this house, Dr. Anthony Fauci is an American hero. I don't care what they say about him. He's a proud Italian American. And in this house, he's a hero.
That's good.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
I thought of. Yeah, staying off topic too. The other day, it made me laugh so goddamn hard. I was very much a little fucked up off the medical dabs that you can get out in Las Vegas. So that was pretty cool. It was just a picture of
dabs.
the picture of Tony Soprano hanging out of his truck, but they cropped it out and put him in the warthog of a Halo truck. So it's like, look at that. That had me laughing so hard. But I mean, yeah, just unfortunately getting back to the Sox. Dylan Cease, Graveman, not going to see them in the 3-game series against Toronto. Kyle Crick gets the call up so you can get a bullpen arm going. The only thing I would leave off positive wise is goodbye Dallas Keuchel. He gets DFA'd and
he gone. Like the wind.
He's basically on his way out. Happy day, honestly, for that. Just fuck that. Fuck the Gold Glove with a fucking 6.73 ERA or whatever he had, just a ridiculously high ERA. Not gonna cut it. You're not Zach Greinke. You're not throwing out your slow stuff as a prime. He's just loft and fucking give me meatballs to these guys, and it's just terrible. So rest in piss. You will not be missed. Johnny Cueto to the rescue, even with the poor start on Saturday.
Hey, yeah, Sox are actually up 1-0 right now.
Oh shit! I didn't even check I didn't know the game was on just right now.
Did you take the Nerfy?
Oh boy, did it? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it didn't hit. Andrew Vaughn 405 dead center.
That's hurt. That's fine. That's okay. I paid for the Sox to get a run then in my case.
That's what I do with the Cubs.
Yeah.
I bet the Cubs fucking nerf the other day didn't hit. There we go.
There you go. It's because of me.
Still though.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Fucking losers.
Cueto to the rescue. Poor start. Oh well. But I have full confidence in saying that whatever numbers he's going to put up this year from here on out would have been way better than what Dallas would have had with a full season. I know you can't play the game of what ifs, but I have full confidence in saying that. Just another frail free agency signing by the White Sox. Fucking Rick Hahn sucks either way. Honestly, yeah, just go Sox. Let's just try and look respectable against Toronto because they seem to have figured it out in these last few games. They're fucking tearing it up. Vlad is looking good, so just look like I said, make it look respectable. Let's see what we can do. Go White Sox, and that's about it on our side. Yeah, hell yeah. Just let's look good. That's all I have to say. I don't know. I didn't really look at the schedule after Toronto. I have to take a double check. I feel like probably some more central games from that. The Twinkies got to fucking lose. We got to get some sort of traction.
The Sox have only played 3 games against them this year so far, so they're going to still have a lot of games coming up against them, and
probably towards the later end.
It'll be important games. I know we say regular season games, aren't important, but those games against the Twins are going to be.
I see shit like that now too. I think the Yankees and the Orioles have already played each other like 12 times, and they obviously in a division you're only playing them 19 times a season, so they're maybe only going to get like 3 more series from here on out. So kind of crazy how the schedule is already set up to be. I mean, in my mind, I think the only team we've repeated against is maybe the Guardians in our division. I could be wrong. I don't think other than that, I don't think we've had any other repeat series, but again, could be wrong. Maybe
there we go. Lucas Giolito on the mound, 7 starts, 3-1 on the year, about to throw his first pitch against the Blue Jays.
Nice.
They just showed the most obscure stat ever. They were showing the Blue Jays lineup, and they only have 2 home runs on the year off of changeups, and both of them were from what's his name? Bo Bichette. So I guess weird little stat for this is the Sox broadcast. Weird little stat for them to have, but great for betting. So
I like that. I like that. Benetti's good with the stat cast. Yeah. Like that. He's really. If you ever do that with ESPN when they're doing the Derby, it's always like him, and they always have another little nerd that does the ESPN baseball stats, and then they'll always get a guest like, I don't know, Bill Nye or fucking what's the smart guy? What's the other smart guy from he's always Titus. Jesus.
Oh, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Titus. Yeah,
Titus O'Neil.
We'll get to that. But yeah, fuck. I don't even know what we're talking about. I'm just fucking all over the place right now. Hopefully we can get this fucking Sox win. But yeah, more MLB. I guess we can talk about more MLB.
Let's talk about another
the beef of the week. Tommy Pham, Joc Pederson. Yeah. Right?
What's going on with all these people thinking they can just slap motherfuckers?
Yeah. Did you see the video that dropped too? Yeah. I saw he slapped the piss out of him. He fucking gave him a hey, how's it going? Bang, you motherfucker. I don't know what it was, maybe his sunglasses or just the spit or his gum coming out. You saw something fly off of his fucking face. He smacked him from his you could feel it from like his feet through his balls to his fucking hand. He fucking hit him.
He smacked him good.
That was a good one. So yeah, I think it was along the lines of player stashing stuff that is just completely okay. I do that.
Exactly.
And you ain't slapping me over this. We're not playing over for $25,000 over here. That's probably what they're doing for like high stakes, but that's fantasy football, Tommy.
Yeah.
I don't know where you came from, and you don't think. Yeah, he probably stashed Jeff Wilson Jr. because he was going to have another game, and he was injured. I think that was the thing. He put him on. That was the whole thing. Obviously, you can go to the video and confirm what Pederson said. Stashing a player that was hurt inside the the IR list. Yeah, he wasn't
COVID IR spot.
Yeah, he wasn't actually injured on the IR. He was just injured for that week. So it could have been a guy like Jeff Wilson Jr. who was.
I think it was. They said it was like a 49ers running back.
Yeah. So he banged up his finger that 1 week. He was out, and then he was just out. He was just banged up for the finger. Wasn't sick. Wasn't going to be out for an extensive period of time. And I can get it. The tensions can be hot for that, but you gotta be on your game coming from I've been playing fantasy. We've been playing fantasy football for fucking ever. Like that's the small nitty gritty stuff. You got to be on your phone sometimes at 2:00 in the morning to get the late free agency move or just do a greasy move like that. That's fantasy, bud. That's how you win the game. I mean, I don't know.
I feel like I'm totally on Joc Pederson's side, and I'm saying this in a good way because I'm also that way in both of my leagues. I feel like Joc Pederson is that annoying dude in his league.
Yeah, it could be, especially with that haircut. Trades.
Yeah, always cutting and adding people, always waiting up until the fucking waivers. The waivers go through, and the people who are still available, he's picking up the ones that he wants, and I'm all for it because I'm the same guy. But yeah, Tommy Pham comes out and he claims, I'm a baller. I play for big money. I'm fucking trying to win. Yeah. So is Joc. What's wrong with that?
I think the other thing was he also threw in some gifts or some memes, like making fun of the Padres at the time. Tommy Pham's on the pod when he was on the Padres at the time. So that was also some shit. I guess probably Joc, just throwing some heat that they were like got knocked out of the playoffs or whatever the fuck. So also on that, it didn't really make any. It didn't seem other than that. It was just some light shit talking that Tommy Pham just couldn't handle in my mind. So yeah, to me, Tommy Pham, you're looking like the bitch in this instance. Not many times are you gonna hear me say I'm with Joc Pederson, Team Pederson on this side. So yeah, I'm kind of with you on the same point. You gotta, especially when I do the exact same thing that Joc Pederson would have been doing for a fantasy. Yeah, I gotta be sticking with them.
Yeah.
So I mean, you
and
can't.
Did you hear since the slap? Joc Pederson is batting .450 with 4 home runs, 12 RBIs, and an OPS of 1692.
Jesus Christ. Can Tommy Pham come and fucking slap the shit out of a couple Sox players, please? Because Abreu hasn't done shit.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah. Can you just slap the piss out of Moncada really quick so it can hit like 7 home runs and have fucking 40 RBIs? Because this is terrible. We're doing terrible. Mediocre. Terrible.
Yeah. I don't back Tommy Pham there. I'm all for fucking player stash. Now, if there was like a rule set preseason that you can't do that, that's different. But no one said anything about that. So
and I mean, we have
what you gotta do.
You got to do that. That's league by league.
Seriously, be greasy. Do what you got to do to win. Come playoff time, pick up. If you're playing a motherfucker and he has Dalvin Cook, pick up every other player on the Vikings fucking in the running back room that might get a touch that game in case Dalvin Cook goes down. That's what you got to do. You got to get greasy.
I mean, I say it's simple fantasy when you've been playing it for that long, but honestly, that is like, just that's what you have to do. I don't know. I don't get it. Like you just have to sit there and I don't know. That's terrible. It's a terrible take by Tommy Pham. I understand you got big baller, big money going on this fucking thing, but bad take, bad look. You look soft as shit. That's all I have to say on that. So yeah, I'm with Joc on this one. It'd be funny if he wins the league next year. I want to follow up. I hope he wins his league next year too. That'd be fucking hilarious.
They should make it public.
Yeah.
They should have a public fantasy football league.
Exactly. That'd be pretty fucking dope. I wish people would be more insightful on their like big things, because I remember a couple of years ago, like the Dodgers on their official YouTube page, they all got together and they did like a little behind the scenes, almost like an HBO type thing.
I remember seeing that.
They just all sat there and drafted it as like, could like two persons to a team, and it was almost like 30 teams or something like that. It's something ridiculous, but like that's cool, and like just to keep you updated like that, that's fun. I mean, obviously, fantasy just makes money now. So that's all you gotta say. I just keep looking to the side because I want to hopefully see if Giolito strikes out Vlad or something. So.
I actually just watched a clip. Supposedly Mike Trout just hurt himself. I don't know how. Oh, no. Diving for a ball that was hit by Rizzo right center field of that dumbass stadium in the Bronx.
Had to be Rizzo.
And it looks like according to what Twitter's saying, Mike Trout is hurt. That's not good.
Yeah, no.
That's never good for baseball.
Popped him up, can of corn. Gavin Sheets has it. Vlad Guerrero popped out. Sox lead still 1-0, going top second. All righty. So yeah, that about wraps up Joc and Tommy. The last little thing I saw, if you also saw too, the Mets fucking trolled them. They're like, over under fantasy football conversations or fights today, like at under a half. And it was they just put that funny up. Yeah, that was good. So good on them. Tip your cap to them on that. Other than that, I mean, a couple other things, I guess, just to say. I don't know if you saw it. I don't really have the details on it. I don't know his name off the top of my head. Just something that was scratching by. I was scrolling through, obviously being in Vegas, didn't want to wrap myself all in sports. I wanted to actually, enjoy it. So the Giants manager was having something with the protesting the anthem, but obviously with Memorial Day coming up, I wouldn't say he folded and came up and did and participated in listening in the anthem and like putting his hand over his heart, but just he went ahead and said like, until America is back in a respectable manner, he won't be participating in the anthem. Tony La Russa, I'll pull up maybe his fucking quote on it, but he's probably said something stupid on it, probably saying bad take, bad look on him. But I don't know, maybe you had something to say on this. Maybe it's something more than me.
Yeah, Gabe Kapler, he's the Giants manager. He said he's not. Now I wonder when he says that, is he talking about himself or his entire team? Because I feel like for a manager,
I think he is. I think it's just him.
Okay. Now I have the same opinion as the whole Colin Kaepernick and when the guys did it in the NHL or in the NFL. I'll always stand. When we were at the fucking Sox game, there were motherfuckers scrolling on their cell phones during the national anthem, and that pisses me the fuck off. But you also have the right to do that. Like, absolutely. Like, I get it. I'll stand up. I understand the people that get upset. I understand why people want to do it. But I remember watching this. It had to be like a YouTube video or a video on Facebook or something. And it was this former Marine. I think he was a gold medal, or not a gold medal, Medal of Honor recipient. And he had said, he's like, hey, we went out there and sacrificed and died for your right to do that. You don't have to agree with it, but if you do it, that's your right. So if Gabe Kapler wants to protest, all for him. Where I have a problem with it is, if he forces his whole team to do that, that's what I don't agree with.
Yeah, I don't think that's anybody, the move. I don't think that's exactly. I don't think that's what.
And it's the same thing with, and I remember this so vividly because it was the Bears and it was opening game 2017. Remember we played the Steelers? The entire Steelers team as a team decided they weren't going to take the field for the national anthem. The only guy who came out was Andre Villanueva was his first name. Is it
no, it's his last
Villanueva?
name.
Villanueva. Okay, yeah, Villanueva is his last name. I forgot what his first name is. It's not Andre. That's
either way. Whatever. The big guard. Big guard
Villanueva came out.
Very popular story. We know what you're talking about.
Former, Army Ranger. He came out. That's great. All the players on the Giants should have that option to do that too. So we'll see if whenever he pauses this protest and he starts actually putting it into effect. If you want to do it for yourself, you want to sit on the bench, you want to stay in your office, you want to stand in the tunnel and wait till it's over, go for it. If you are to implement that on the whole team, that's where I have a fucking problem with that. So,
and for the most part, from my understanding, I don't think that's exactly what he's doing.
Okay,
he's just doing his silent protesting or
Okay, that's fine. And if the players want to do it, and if everybody on the team agrees, okay, we'll all do this together. That's fine. But no one person, I don't care if you're a boss, manager, father, mother, parent, whatever the fuck, should have the right to tell another person that they can't stand for the national anthem, because that's wrong in my opinion. So if it is just him, I'm glad. Express yourself in whatever way you want.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, feel free, and that's exactly what you said. It's your right to do so. When will he come back? When will America look just not so ugly? I mean, he might be missing a lot of he might be protesting a lot. So I mean, feel free. I mean, this might just be his reason to stay in the locker room for just a couple more seconds longer than he needed to, and just maybe go smoke and get a smoke break in or some shit like that. I don't know. Feel free, do it. It is your right, my friend. I don't know. Like I said, it's there was a lot of craziness when obviously. No, we won't be getting into it. That's not our stuff. But it's got some cleaning up to do in terms of society. But we're not here for that bullshit.
Reese McGee jerked that one to the left side of the infield.
There you go. You fucking revenge game.
Yeah, I was about to say revenge game.
For both of them, I guess. I don't know if we're gonna see Zach Collins, but yeah,
we saw him. Obviously, we saw him the other day at the Cubs Sox game. And me and my buddy Fitz have this running joke because we played a game on MLB The Show last year, and I think I was the Yankees and he was playing as the Blue Jays, and we just did random teams or whatever. We just played head to head, and he walked it off against me. Aroldis Chapman to Reese McGuire, who has like 20 power against lefties. He hit like a fucking 450-foot bomb, and he didn't know Reese McGuire's last name, and he called him Reese McGee. Oh. And when we saw him the other day catching for the Sox, he stood up. He's like, Reese McGee, I love you. And everyone was like, who the fuck is Reese McGee? But I knew who Reese McGee was. That's Reese McGuire, baby.
And my favorite part is you probably corrected him when it happened.
No one did.
Everyone
not at the game. Weird looks.
No. Even when you were playing the video game,
in the game, I was like,
still didn't remember.
I was like, his last name's not McGee. He's like, it's McGee. I was like, okay. Going back to the fucking Cubs Sox game on Sunday. Shout out to the super fan, one of our buddies, Kyle Acevedo, was roasting everyone on the Cubs. Wilson, your wife cheats on you. He told Frank Schwindel to go back to Double-A. He was ripping everybody, dude. So we got the price of admission was totally worth it.
Paid for
even if the
10
game
times over.
Yeah, just in the stands. Like even if there wasn't a game, like just the chirping and the fun shit we did in the stands was totally worth the money. But
that's great.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Reese McGee, the masturbator.
Shout out Reese McGee. Oh boy. Let's see, from one Memorial Day or from the national anthem, I guess, to a Memorial Day, little story. We had Nick Castellanos. The legend continues of him hitting home runs during the most inappropriate times. He hit a home run just as they were wrapping up their little Memorial Day tribute on the broadcast of the Phillies versus whoever they were just playing. And sure enough, just blasted one. So again, I cannot wait for at this point, it's probably at least 5 minutes. I can't wait for probably 2 years, 3 years when it's 10 or 15 minutes long of Nick Castellanos just blasting home runs at the most inappropriate times. I cannot wait.
I'm trying to look it up right now. I can't find it. I'll have to look it up a little more.
I think our most avid listener, our favorite fan of the Daaagenerates Podcast, sponsored by PointsBet.
Oh yeah, hold on, let me see this.
Troy might have posted this in there. There you go.
Castellanos rips one to deep left field.
No way! You can shit out of that one too.
Oh yeah, it was an absolute screaming Mimi out there.
Oh my god, thank you, Troy.
Thank you for that one. So yeah, absolutely hilarious. I mean, just again, adds to the legend of Nick Castellanos just hitting home runs at the most inappropriate time.
Yeah.
Anytime. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even know what else to bring up in front of him. It's probably going to be, I guess they'll be bringing up I guess we'll just stay on it. Some sort of mass shooting, and it'll be like, oh, this goes out to them, and just bang, and there goes another one.
Rest in peace to the 30 died on the plane crash today, and that ball's hit deep to the left, and it hit another plane.
That one's over the mountains, just like that one should have been. Oh, gee whiz.
It's hilarious, the timing of this dude.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think he does it on purpose. He has to. He probably has a little mini earpiece, and he's like, okay, strike one. Okay, they're not talking about it yet. Okay, ball one. Okay. Oh, they're talking about it. Here we go. Boom! And then he hits it right as they're talking about Memorial Day. Right as Teoscar Hernandez hits one to deep right.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a
double there, Jim. Oh, well, can't keep them all in the park. Or, well, he did, but, oh, he gets out of it, whatever. Last little thing, last two things I got for baseball. New City Connect jerseys dropped, and well, I like one more than the other. We can both get into the ones that are just dropped with the Colorado Rockies and the Angels. I mean, I'll get in one, obviously, from the most part. Colorado Rockies one is an absolute eyesore. I don't know if you've seen it. It's mostly just green. It's based off of their license plate design. Terrible in my opinion. It just looks like the mountains on the design. It kind of looks like a Coors Light can, but it's all green to me, so not appealing. I do like the Angels one. If you haven't taken a look, those are a little bit more clean. Kind of reminds me of the Diamondback ones that just dropped last year. So in my mind, yeah, I would say Angels over Rockies in terms of these two City Connect jerseys, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Maybe how are you liking them? What do you think?
I don't mind Colorado's.
No,
I don't
why
like.
not?
I don't like the color scheme.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. The color scheme is a little weird, but I do like how they implemented the mountains into them.
Man,
I like
a fucking
that.
home run.
I think that's pretty decent.
That Kirk
the
guy
Angels
just went deep.
one.
Yeah.
Whoever this fucking guy is.
Yeah, and then they put on the stupid fucking jacket and jump around like idiots. You fucking asshole.
Dude, speaking of idiots, the Baltimore Orioles have a home run chain now. Like everyone has a chain.
Yeah, everyone did. Yeah, I don't know who started that. It might have been the Sox with last year. The Sox had a home run chain 1 or 2 years ago. Maybe that started the trend of this. And then the Angels got the hat, and I mean, what else? I think
the Angels one, I can't find it anywhere. I'm trying to look it up right now.
I feel like it just dropped it today. If you go on the maybe it was the points bet account on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken, posted it and just asking how fire it is.
Oh, okay. These are cool. I like them.
They're pretty clean.
I like those. I like those jerseys. They're not like crazy.
They're not loud by any means. No, the font on them is really nice, kind of little old school looking, and then it's for the numbers, it's kind of just like a diamond, and then it's got the number right in the middle, right in the front of it. So I like it.
I like those.
Just the little red little bar on it. It's probably got some, obviously it's going to have some sort of significance in terms of what it means to Los Angeles or Anaheim, I guess, whatever they're going to be based out of today. So I like it in terms, like I said, it's looking really clean.
I'd say I like those better.
Yeah,
I definitely like those better out of the two. But I don't mind the mountains. Maybe not green. Like, come on, green.
Yeah, they definitely fucked up. They could have stuck with the same little color scheme that they already got. I mean, the purple and black on there is, I think that's one of the best ones. Like no one has purple in their fucking.
Purple and black are, I think, some of the most underrated and underused like
color combos,
color themes. Like as much as I don't hate them, but obviously little rivalry through the 2010s with the LA Kings. Like I love their fucking jerseys, black, white, silver, and purple in there.
Yeah, I would even say
I like the purple.
Just staying on the same Kings team, the Sacramento Kings have a nice little purple in their scheme.
Yeah, the Vikings, the Vikings got some clean. I think it's a little too much purple. Like use sometimes the purple as like a secondary or like a third color.
A compliment. Yeah, it's a good complementary color. Absolutely. So I mean, I would definitely go with that. But I mean, I would not a fan of the It's like, again, like a teal green, not really like a hard, it's not like a grass green or anything like that. I mean,
it's a weird looking green. If that was purple, I would like them a lot more. But I do like the mountains. You got the white on there for the snow.
I like the attempt, but not the execution a little poor. So I would say, but and in
Colorado,
terms of,
you could have had a better fucking font than that one.
Could have came out like, I know it obviously wouldn't have been passed, but like, I don't know, someone's just smoking weed straight up on the
joint.
Just they have Snoop Dogg smoking a joint right in the middle of the jersey. I don't know. Pretty fucking.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be pretty funny.
I'd buy one of those.
Those would sell out so fast.
Yeah,
so fast. I mean, obviously,
that would be like we talk about it all the time. That would be the new like Lollapalooza jersey. Everyone would be wearing the Colorado Rockies.
Oh, absolutely.
Jerseys.
Yeah, I would come in. Yeah, they would file in. Stay your starting lineup for your Colorado Rockies at Lollapalooza. That was always my favorite thing to do. You get all the Chads and the bros at Lollapalooza. When I would go to fucking Lollapalooza, and they're all going in line, because that's obviously how you get through crowds. And it's just like, you got a Dennis Rodman jersey. You got a Michael Jordan jersey. He's wearing a Derrick Rose jersey, and the other guy's got a Joakim Noah jersey. And I would just stand there and say, "Your starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls," every time they fucking walk past. And obviously, they're not. None of them look athletic. They're all white as milk, and it's fucking hilarious. They don't look. It doesn't look like they've picked up a basketball in years.
Yeah, ever.
So it's just phenomenal. So yeah, again. That about wraps up baseball for me. I don't know if you had anything else.
No, that wraps it up from the Diamond, I guess.
I guess so.
Again, like we said earlier, rest in peace, Ray Liotta from fucking Field of Dreams. Legendary movie, legendary role, I guess. And I think that wraps it up for baseball.
Yeah. Let me see. I guess we dive in just really quickly on NFL, or unless you wanted to touch on
we'll talk a little
NHL.
Football.
Yeah, the only thing I saw really was Akeem Hicks signed a 1-year, $10 million deal to the Buccaneers. The only thing I had on that was that's it. They win. They win the World Series. They win the Super Bowl. That's going to be my take on that.
Yeah, if he can stay healthy.
Yeah, if he can stay
healthy, that'll be it's already a scary defense, and now you're going to add Akeem Hicks. I mean, you have to double team him. You maybe not double team Ndamukong Suh every time.
I don't think so either. I don't think he's that dominant. He's up there in age, 34, 35. He's probably a little bit slower.
I mean, Vita Vea. Yeah, Vita Vea is the size of 3 fucking refrigerators.
That's the guy you're going to need to focus on. And
and then you still got Jack Barrett, and JPP coming off the edge. Fucking dude's got 8 fingers, but he's got 16 sacks. How does that make any sense? I don't know. But that defense just got a whole lot scarier, and I'm happy for him. 1-year deal, not a lot of risk, 10 mil. We talk about it all the time with all sports, but if he stays healthy, he's dominant, and I think he will stay healthy because you'll be rotating those guys a lot. He's not going to have to play a lot. I mean, he comes in on rushing downs, some third downs where you need to get after the quarterback. Gets a couple more breathers in there, and hopefully stays healthy for him. I like it.
That makes sense.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, if they get a nice little couple pick a package in there with him, and you get some good playing time, and it wouldn't be probably not too much, like you just said, you named off all those different fucking players. They're gonna have so many different defensive schemes and strategies going. Yeah, I'm absolutely hoping for the best for him as well. Obviously, can't sit back and be fucking. Would it be cynical? Yeah, I guess maybe that's the word on it. I mean, he gave his all every time in my mind for the Bears. So I mean, can't sit here and dwell on it and be like, oh, he did this, he did that. Why didn't he come back? It's just a mixture of he's hurt and the Bears are just onto a different thing. He can't stick around and try and get on. He's not going to be the one that pushes us into playoff contention. So losing him or keeping him wasn't going to be the difference in my mind. So while you can be upset, of course, that he's going to be gone, just take it in the sense that he wasn't there every time, a little bit hurt. So yeah, just good on him. Go get your money while you can. A $10 million deal for 1 year. That's nice little chunk of change. For I don't know what the guarantee on it was, probably somewhere high. A lot of players are getting a lot of guaranteed money these days. So if you can get a nice, at least like 50%, 60% of that deal, So, I mean, that's good right there. Good for him.
Oh, yeah.
And there you go. Already in contention for winning your division, possibly a favorite to win the Super Bowl already. I mean, besides.
Yeah, they're up there
Packers.
in the NFC for sure.
Yeah, besides the Bills, Packers, and probably
the Rams again.
Yeah, the
I'd
Rams.
say.
Yeah, I think the Rams are probably up there again to repeat. But I mean, obviously, that's so hard to repeat it in a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Bears are up there. No,
Bears.
Yeah,
Bears.
they're probably dead last, honestly.
Plus 20,000. They're probably a better odds than the Lions, I would think. That's
probably better than the Lions, the Jets, and that's.
Oh, did you see that? It hasn't even taken a snap, and Kenny Pickett from the Steelers, the rookie, is already rated higher than Tua Tagovailoa. Hopefully, I said that wrong. Justin
Hopefully I said that wrong.
Yeah, Justin Fields and Zach Wilson, and he's only a 74 overall. So I can only imagine. Only imagine
should never be higher than guys like that.
Yeah, that is always the controversy when it comes to Madden and Madden ratings next year. So hopefully that's a kick in the pants for Justin Fields if he takes that into consideration. But it could also be
he has that on his fucking, like in Rocky 4 where he has the picture of Drago on his mirror. Justin Fields has the Madden quarterback ratings. He's just hearts on fire. He's chopping down fucking trees. I'm gonna get up to a fucking 75 this year.
A 75. That should not be the goal.
Yeah, unfortunately, it probably is.
I know. It's gonna be bad. The only other thing, NFL wise, if you didn't have anything else on Akeem Hicks, was Aaron Donald. I guess. Hasn't been not breaking news. It's kind of been lingering here and there that he might have been taking his last snap. I mean, it's a good way to go out with Super Bowl champ, but a lot of people obviously would like to see him continue. I don't know what the whole thing with his contract and anything on that is. He should be paid very highly. He's been rated number one on I don't know for what it's worth, but he's been number one on the NFL top 100 list at least one time in these past couple of years. Probably the most dominant defensive player in the league.
Yeah,
pay him is obviously the move, but Los Angeles Rams have been paying everyone left and right. So I don't know.
If this guy's happy with hanging him up, I'm all for it.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and
he even said upset. He's made his money. Like, I've won. I've made my money. If I don't play again, hey, Vaughn, is that foul? Oh,
yeah, just foul. Yeah.
If he made his money, he's at peace with himself. He said he doesn't need football in his life anymore.
Yeah.
And not a lot of guys can say that. Like, a lot of guys, not just in football, in any sport, they hang around for that next big paycheck. They hang around to get
and sometimes it gets sad when it's just a little longer than it should.
Exactly.
And Aaron Donald's a guy that I don't know if you saw, maybe he's been on like Pardon My Take and shit like that. He can talk a little bit. He can be a little bit entertaining and shit like that. So it's not, completely out of the realms that maybe he gets some sort of broadcasting deal like every other player just seems to be getting. So it's always good, again, like, a hard hitting game, and you're always talking about CTE and fucking Dame Brandage. So it's good that he's leaving. He's leaving when he's still, he's got all of his senses and sensibility. He can talk.
There's too many guys that hang around way too long and they tarnish their Brett Favre. I mean, I hate the Packers, but I've always respected Brett Favre. And I mean, his legacy is a little fucking tarnished because of those last couple of years look at him on the fucking Jets, and then the Bears ended his fucking career up in the Golden Gophers College Stadium. Who was that? Corey Wooten, maybe, who fucking ended his career. Too many athletes. I'm still there. I'm still top of my game. I'm gonna get another big paycheck. I'm gonna stay around, still play at an elite level, and they just can't do it. So it's rare when you see a guy fucking look at Barry Sanders.
Look at Adrian Peterson these last year. Like, you thought maybe he was gonna do something, and then he gets like 9 carries for 40 yards, and then he's just cut the next day.
Yeah,
that's it. Like, you're done.
4 of those 9 rushes were touchdowns, and 3 of them were against me in fantasy. So thanks a lot, Jay. I remember I was winning going into the Tennessee Titans game when Derrick Henry was hurt, and the dude I played had fucking Adrian Peterson, and he had 3 rushes, 2 yards, 2 touchdowns from the 1 yard line.
Brutal.
And I just wanted to shoot myself. So
it's like the Mike
hang
Evans
him up,
game.
Adrian Peterson. If you listen to the podcast, retire and stop beating your kids. But anyway, I was about to say Adrian Donald. Aaron Donald, if he's good enough, happy enough in life to hang him up and he don't need football, I'd rather see that than see fucking guys like Brett Favre
just dragging themselves out there.
Yeah.
Just a shell of themselves of what they're for, what they used to be. And it's a damn shame.
It is.
But yeah, exactly. And I mean, who knows? Obviously it's not set in stone by any means. He can still be playing at least another year, maybe another year or two. I mean, that's it. And I mean, we're not obviously not diehard Rams fans over here. We're going to be more than okay if he's not playing against the Bears. That'd be kind of a plus. But obviously, in terms of just if you're an NFL fan, if you're just a purist and you like the most talent out there, you want a guy like that out there. And it's just fun to watch him just blow through offensive line schemes that are trying to do exactly that, keep him grounded. And he just, no, that's not going to work. I'm just going to blow right through you.
Your whole week of scheming down the toilet. Watching
this big bulldozer of a man just hand fighting and being able to get around these other behemoths of human beings. It's phenomenal to watch. And when you get down to the fucking nuts and bolts of it, it's fun. It's fun to watch that shit. And just to take that away and hear the idea of like exactly that. A 99 overall caliber guy is not going to, just doesn't want to play anymore. And has come to peace with it. It's disappointing, but yeah, in terms of just, you're okay with that. You're okay that just watching a human being be at peace with that. And that's fun to watch. That's awesome to see. Yeah. So tip my cap very much, out of respect. Aaron Donald, whatever you seem to do, we're over here at the Daaagenerates Podcast. We'll support it. Hey, Javon, what a very nice at bat. I don't know how many fucking pitches he was battling.
10 pitch at bat and
gets a double out
one in the left. There we go.
Gets a double out of it. It's so fun to watch that kid. I'm very glad I picked up his Southside jersey the last time I was there at the game. That's a good investment in my mind. It's gonna be fun to watch.
It is. Our buddy Tim went and did the same thing. He got the jerseys they're wearing now, just the black.
The black one. Oh yeah, those are good. I don't know who. I think the next one I want to get, it would be an all black version. It'd probably be a Vaughn or maybe someone. I don't know, maybe the TA. I don't know. I'm just a plethora of Southside jerseys right now. I think I'm like 4 or 5 of them right now. It's fucking
jeez.
Yeah, I can't. I need them bad.
Yeah, I mean, I like watching
so good.
Vaughn play. This guy's just he's been learning every position. He can play almost anywhere for the Sox right now, and they might need him. Hey, see if he can play fucking shortstop. Yeah. And obviously he hits the fucking ball, and I like him. Holy shit, Jose, deep to center. Oh no, what a catch.
Short.
I like him because I've said it before. I got the White Sox in my online franchise, and the live updates, he just keeps getting better and better.
That's awesome.
So yeah, love watching this dude do good.
Very fun to see. That about wrapped up NFL. I don't know. Maybe you wanted to jump into NHL, or I can jump into NBA if you wanted me to.
Either one. Talk a little basketball. I'm gonna take a piss real quick, but I'm gonna keep the earphone in, and I'll be listening to everything you're saying because the bathroom's 5 feet from me.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, as long as you don't hear, as long as we don't hear a stream going, I don't.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna mute it right now. Watch.
There you go. Can't hear you. So NBA, not really much happening other than, I guess it was game 7, Celtics and Heat. That was the big thing for us in Vegas. That was our only big squad ride bet. It's the only thing you really could do out there. Like I said, the sportsbook was kind of lame. Couldn't bet on a Nerfy. Couldn't bet on really anything else other than spreads and the basic shit. Boring. If you want to bet on that shit, go to PointsBet, code SYS9. It'll help us out over here at the Daaagenerates Podcast. So do that. Hop on that. Helps yourself out too. Gets you some free bets, gets you some free money. So do that. Shameless plug. Yeah, it is. Who else? It helps you, like I said. So go fuck yourself. But thank you. Like I said, so the Jimmy Butler kind of fucking us over, the Heat, I guess, in terms of that. But let me see. And when you go back to the press conference and everything, he said that he was supposed to go for the win. They were on the hot hand. They were on an 11-0 run. They were down basically all game. I'm sitting there at double or nothing the entire time. I got Mike to my left, Mike to my right, and Alan to my left. They're both looking at the score, and I'm doing my best to reverse jinx it. I'm saying every time they're down 6, they're down 10, they're down 9, they're down 6, they're down 5. I'm like, it's dead. It's fucking dead. Stop looking at the score. It's dead. It's over with. It's dead. I'm trying to do my best to reverse jinx it. And sure enough, we come back to the fucking hotel room, and they lose by 4. On a shot that everyone's saying, and I kind of agree. One move Jimmy Butler could have blew right past Al Horford, gone through a paint, gone into the paint, and possibly just dunked it or laid it up. Maybe even got a foul. Just didn't do anything. They took a wide open 3. Jimmy Butler's not the best 3-point shooter. In terms of to me, again, I would have done my best to keep the ball in Jimmy Butler's hands, but you got to make a better decision. Eric Spoelstra in his press conference, post-game press conference, saying essentially, what a storyline it would have been had Butler made that shot. I mean, in my mind, that's not something that you should want to say. You want to create the best possible fucking shot. That wasn't the best possible shot for me. But again, I guess in the hot hand in that term, you want to go for the win. There was a lot of time left, maybe like 11 more seconds. So there's nothing set in stone that says the Heat would have still for sure won that game. Because you saw it in game 1 again in the Brooklyn series when Boston only had 4 seconds inbounded Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum just does a little spin move on Kyrie Irving and goes right up, and it's game over for the Celtics. They win. So sure enough, could have been just something like that. Can't live, like you always say, can't live in the world of what if. So that's all I would say right there. Good on Butler for trying to win. Fuck you for trying to win, because it lost me some money. So that's all I was from the gambler's perspective. Fuck yeah. But in terms of if someone was a Heat fan, they're like, yeah, I guess you tried. I don't know. I would still probably a little bit upset if I was like a diehard Heat fan. It is what it is. But in that sense, you're going to get Golden State Warriors versus Boston Celtics, a matchup that is, well, I mean, I like it. It's very much from beginning to end. This Golden State Warriors team is looking basically unbeatable. I can't sit here and predict what the series would be. Every time we seem to do that, it seems to be just very, very wrong. So other than, just terribly, terribly wrong. I think the odds right now, Golden State Warriors to win -160, Boston +140. So take that as you will. If you're a Boston Celtic fan, you can make a little money right there and there. I would maybe wait until after maybe game 1, game 2. If they go down 0-1 in game 1, you can maybe get a little bit more plus money on that, depending on what app you got. So just maybe be a little mindful on that. If you think maybe they'll drop game 1, maybe you can get a little bit more of a pay out of that. Maybe get like, I don't know if they drop game 1, maybe get like +180, maybe +200 maybe in that sense, but see how it goes. I think this is a defensive-minded Boston Celtics team that can do their best to hold down the Steph Curry, who's just red hot, Draymond Green, who's kind of he's not scoring. He never was really the scorer, but he's still rebounding efficiently and dishing out the ball. Klay Thompson, who it shows times that he's very cold, but he can just explode in like he did in game 6 in that third quarter when he had like 22 points or something like that, or when he had like the second half for 25. So it's insane. But I mean, like I said, the Celtics team that they have together, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, who it seems to be when Jaylen Brown scores, does well, that the Celtics are inevitably going to win or just keep it close. So just keep an eye on that as well. If Jaylen Brown's having a good series, then Celtics might end up just keeping it competitive and keeping it, maybe even taking the series as well. Marcus Smart, I guess, could take that into consideration, the defensive player of the year. Maybe he can slide in, make some ruckus, cause some havoc on these 3-point shooters. This is an exciting series. I think a lot of, in terms of what would be the casual viewers, that this is going to catch their eye, because a lot of people are going to be Boston fans. This is a high, the high franchise, and being the newer, they've been winning championships. They've been in fucking 6 of the last 8 finals these past 8 years, the Golden State Warriors. So obviously they're the newer team in terms of the newer fan base coming around and trying to be loud and proud, but this is going to be a phenomenal series. If it's anything less than 6 games, it's going to be a little disappointing, just because NBA that seems to be like, oh, that gets the most hype, but then ends up being just 20-point blowout after 20-point blowout. It just doesn't seem to be very competitive sometimes. So I'm looking forward to this. Like I said, these Boston Celtics, that team seems to hunker down and play defense, and that was a low scoring series the entire time in the Heat and the Celtics series, a lot of unders. So take a look at that. Maybe take some time to look at that on those bets and the rolls on that. Excuse me. Oh, I thought I was gonna burp. Oh, might still be coming. There we go. But still, I don't know. I don't know if you had anything on that. You can maybe chime in on anything extra, but that's about it for. In terms of this series, maybe even just in terms of basketball. Oh, I just had the NBA team, but you can any preview you got on the NBA finals. Maybe something you want to take a look forward to.
I don't know. I've sort of been rooting for the Celtics. Again, not the biggest basketball fan. I like Jason Tatum. I also at the same time like Steph Curry because he's a great player. He's revolutionized the game, like I think we said last week. So no matter who wins, I'll be happy. Listening to the radio the other day, some dude called in and was talking about, the Warriors against, at the time, who was it going to be? Jimmy Butler and the Heat, or, the Celtics and Jason Tatum. The one dude called in and he said, it doesn't matter if it's the Heat or the Celtics. Both of those teams are going to wipe the floor with the Celtics in 4 or 5 games. And then he proceeded to say, or not the Celtics, beat the Warriors in 4 or 5 games. And then he went on to say the Warriors aren't a dynasty. Like you just said, they've been in the last 6 out of 8 championships, and they've won, 3 of them, right?
Yeah, they won 3 of them.
So this dude called in. He must have been the biggest Golden State hater in the world, because he said they were going to lose in 4 or 5 to either team. And then he also said he wasn't a dynasty. So I want the Celtics to win because I guess I like the Celtics. I like Jason Tatum. I also want the Warriors to win just because I don't like what that guy said on the radio.
Yeah.
So
that just reminds me, I don't know, that'd be something. I guess we'd just go back to the Family Guy clip of it's like, oh, sorry, it was the donkey, the donkeys. Yep, nope, sorry, Kevin Bacon wasn't in Footloose. It's like, what do you mean? He was on the cover. He's like, nope, sorry, nope, wasn't in. You lose. Nope, yeah, he's just as stubborn as a mule, I guess. Yeah. It's just terrible take by that guy. And I guess
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's rough. Just coming up to my mind now. Looking forward on NFL. Oh my God, NBA Finals MVP. This might be the one that Steph Curry gets. It blows my mind that he hasn't won one yet. I believe both 3. One went to Andre Iguodala and 2 of them went to Kevin Durant. Yeah. So rightfully so for Kevin Durant for both of his, because I recall that 1-3 being drained just right in front of LeBron's face. I'm pretty sure it was the dagger at one point for like game 6 or for game 5 or game 6 that ended up basically sealing the series at that point. So very much well deserved for Kevin Durant. That one Andre Iguodala was just basically for the one play that he made. And again, nice that he won that, but I don't know what the odds are. A lot of people, you could also say in the same sense as Klay Thompson hasn't won one yet, but everyone thinks it should be. If you think Golden State Warriors and you see that jersey, everyone always does it. Like they always put like a team logo, like who's the first person you see? It should be Steph Curry when you see that Golden State logo. Yeah. As much as people, maybe you're a little bit older, you can be like, oh, run. What was when Chris Mullen, CMC, Chris Mullen, and when the run DMC, but it was run something else.
Beats me, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, they had their little thing back in the 90s, but I don't know. That should always be it for me. If you see the Warriors logo, you think Curry. If they win this, then they win the series, and if they do it handily, it should be him without a doubt. I think he's the runaway favorite right now at like probably like plus 200 or 300. And then the Klay Thompson, other guys are like right around like plus 1200 or something like that, 12-1. So I don't know. I'm gonna say this is gonna be Steph. If the anything the narrative is gonna be, it's gonna be Steph Curry's Finals MVP run for that, or it could just be Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown's like their legacy of just establishing themselves as superstars in this league. And I think that's those are two stories that they can definitely pay attention to. Yeah,
looking at the odds right here, Klay Thompson plus 2200.
Oh, 2200. Okay.
Jaylen Brown plus 1100.
Okay.
Jason Tatum plus 175.
See, like I said, 1100 for Jaylen Brown. Like I just said, when they do well, when he does well, they end up winning and doing well. So that's another one you can probably throw a little bit of cash on. But also, Jason Tatum probably the Celtic favorite.
Yeah, Steph Curry is minus 115 favorite.
Oh, minus 115. Okay. I mean, makes sense. I don't even know. Like I said, wasn't looking at the numbers, so don't kill me with plus 150, plus 200. Where are you getting that from? I didn't even see it, didn't even look. So again, makes sense. And then in terms of just the other thing that dropped and just NBA style was just the NBA all first team, second team, third team. No Bulls on there. Actually, no. DeMar DeRozan was on the all second team, but I mean, very well deserved. He was in consideration for MVP for a little bit for a while, so that was also nice. As the Sox get out of a little bit of two people on with one out, so that was pretty cool that they got out of that with no damage. Like I said, let me get to these first, second, and third teams, and I like this. And when I name these teams off. And I was looking at this and I was considering this, if this is going to be the look into the crystal ball of what the NBA, the future is going to be holding for like the next, 5, 6, 7 years, this is going to be a good product for a lot of people. So all NBA first team, you got Giannis, Luka, Devontae Booker, Jason Tatum, and the MVP, Jokic, the fucking tennis player, Jokic. A second team, DeMar DeRozan, Steph Curry, Joel Embiid, Ja Morant, and Kevin Durant. Very good company to be in. And then all NBA third team, Chris Paul, Trae Young, LeBron James, Pascal Siakam, and Karl Anthony Towns. So, I mean, you name off those 15 guys, obviously LeBron, DeMar DeRozan, and Chris Paul kind of on the latter end of their careers. Maybe DeMar DeRozan's going to get a couple more years. But when I name off these guys like Giannis, Luka, Booker, Tatum, Jokic, these guys are going to carry this league for the next fucking 5-10 years. And it's going to be really exciting to see. And like I said, you name all these guys off. And I think we may have had this conversation. You may have asked me like, who's going to be like, who's the pillars? We were talking like in terms of AEW, who are the pillars of the NBA? I think you name any one of these guys that I just named off, you can make an argument for just about any one of them. These guys are going to be they're all exciting to watch, all on very good teams that are going to be competing for numbers of years. So this is even if you're just an NBA fan, a basketball fan, you should be just on the positive up and up, no matter what your team may, if your team's in the dumpster. I feel like the Bulls are going to be, while we were good and we were very hopeful just about all season long, we might be in the basement once again. But in terms of what the product is going to be, and in like the public games that are going to be out on TNT and ESPN every single week, I'm going to be enjoying it. And, it's going to be phenomenal. So I can't complain. I just think it's always a thing. It's always something to look at. And that's just something to take away from like, oh, what does this mean? First team, second team, third team. I know that's not necessarily what you should, I guess that's the use for them. But when I look at this list, I like it. I'm very excited for a lot of these players and a lot of these things. So I guess we always like finish off our segments with like, go Sox, go basketball. So yeah, there you go.
Go basketball. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's like a broken record now. I'm not the biggest basketball fan out there, but I love watching Luka and Ja Morant play basketball.
Yeah.
And just to think like they're going to be carrying the torch into the next
Oh, I mean, those two, that's the next 10,
players,
15 years. Fucking Donk is fucking a year younger than me, I think, or something like that. Or a year, the same age. I don't know. It's phenomenal what this kid's doing.
I love watching those guys play.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're special, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, with that being said, that about wrapped up NBA for me. If you wanted to, chime in on some NHL, a little third, finals are wrapping up for them too.
Quick little fucking Eastern and Western Conference Finals preview. We're getting the Oilers and the Avalanche in the Western Conference. The Avalanche stole a fucking game the other day, Game 6 in St. Louis. Unfortunately, Game 5, we were together watching it. We had a -1.5. It looked pretty good towards the end. Didn't hit. But Game 6 in St. Louis was dominating most of that game, and Darcy Kemper kept the Avalanche in that game. And 6 seconds left, right before OT, Darren Helm of all people score and give the Avalanche the win. That was big. I thought they were going to win that one in 5. They win it in 6, and they win it on a last-second goal like that. Good shit, I guess. Good shit. And then the Oilers. I mean, I did not see the Oilers getting past Calgary. And not only did they get past Calgary, but they beat them in 5 games, which is pretty decisive if you ask me, especially in a
didn't that Spittin' Chicklets guy have it the other way around? I think he had Calgary in 5.
Yeah. I mean, he had it in 5, and then Paul Bissonnette and Ryan Whitney had a little bet, and one of them had Edmonton, the other one had Calgary, and now fun. Paul Bissonnette is going to have to go on TNT with basically a shaved head. It's going to look hilarious. And so yeah, we got them in the Western Conference Final. And in the East, we are going to have the New York Rangers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. That series, right? I don't want to count the Oilers out because they got the best player in the world, Connor McDavid. But just again, the Avalanche, they're far and away the best team. They were going into the playoffs, far and away the best team in the Western Conference, and they're showing why they are. So I think they'll win that in probably 6, maybe 7 games, depending on if Evander Kane and Leon Draisaitl show up. We'll see how Mike Smith plays in net for the Oilers. Connor McDavid's good, but he can't carry them to a series win over the Avalanche. You can do it against fucking other teams. You're not doing that against Avalanche. So that whole team's going to have to play well. I'll probably take the Avalanche in 6, but the Eastern Conference Final, it's going to be great. We got Igor Shesterkin going up against Andrei Vasilevsky, the 2 best goaltenders in the world today. It's going to be awesome. Obviously, Tampa's looking to go back to the finals for the 3rd year in a row. Everyone's been playing good on Tampa. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th line, all the defensemen. They're doing all this without Braden Point, too, one of their best players. So I don't know what to make of this series. I'd like to see Igor and the Rangers make it to the finals. But it's hard. Again, it's hard to root against Tampa Bay. And like I even said all the way back, beginning of the playoffs, whoever wins that opening series between the Maple Leafs and Tampa Bay, I thought was going to represent the Eastern Conference in the Stanley Cup. So I'm going to have to ride with that. I'll take this one, go to 7. 2 goaltenders, the 2 best goaltenders in the world. The New York Rangers have been scoring like a motherfucker lately. I bet the under last night. Fucking shoot myself there. They won 6-2. The line was 5.5. So given the fact both of them are scoring, both of them, they're going to give up goals, even though they are the 2 best goalies in the world. I'll take the Lightning to win that 1 in 7. I think that's going to be one hell of a series. And actually, Edmonton and Colorado just started Game 1 in Colorado over on TNT. So maybe go tune into that.
After the episode.
This is coming out tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah.
I'll be tuning into that. Sense. How about that one?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Watching it right now. Watching it for you, kind of. Not really. But I mean, yeah, I like all that. The only thing I had to take away from is a guy named Igor. I mean, I knew a kid named Igor growing up. He was unfortunately, very ugly kid, and he had a huge hairy mole right on his chin, like right around here. Very unsightly, and it had 3 distinct hairs coming out of it. So Igor, he's probably dead now, but Igor, if you're listening, shout out to you. Hopefully you figured out that mole on your face, bud.
Shit, dude. Come on.
Cut it off. I always like that thing. Is it from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Like, here's a quarter. Go down to the city and get a rat and all that shit off your face. It's for sure John Candy. Yeah. I don't know if it's from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. That's pretty good. So I always thought about that. Oh yeah. I don't know if you had anything else on NHL.
No, that's about it for
wrap
hockey.
This baby up with Double or Nothing, wrestling in general, everything else in between that is wrestling, everything inside that squared circle. You got anything else now?
Yeah, let's talk some wrestling. We'll wrap this thing up.
Oh, excuse me, last little burp on that one. Yeah, all righty. Let's see. I guess we just dive right into fucking Double or Nothing. I don't even know what I'm holding back for. What a phenomenal show from beginning to end. Started with Hookhausen, ending with a brand new AEW World Heavyweight Champion. This was this is their WrestleMania. This is their 3rd year anniversary. Another Double or Nothing outside for me, going to another state. So that was pretty cool. Went to Jacksonville last year, went to Las Vegas this year. We're maybe considering making this a tradition depending on where they go. So Bill, feel free to fucking join us next time.
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, unless it's in like fucking Dover, Delaware or some stupid bullshit like that.
Yeah, it's in Wyoming. We'll bring Troy.
Yeah. Oh no, he can't go in. You can't go there. He doesn't want to.
Best.
So I mean, from beginning to end, I wish I had I'll try and do my best to go off memory. Just my experience. You might have to help me out a little bit on the Jade Cargill Anna Jay match. I take a break to go get concessions / look at the merch and shit like that for that. And unfortunately, because the merch line was so long, I had to miss House of Black and
House
of Black and Death Triangle. But luckily enough, they had some TVs going around, so I saw some glimpses of stuff. But they also had the almost like radio broadcasting. I was able to hear JR, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone through the intercom system while I was in line. So I was able to hear that Rick Stokes, the guy, the manager for Jade Cargill, appeared, as well as Athena, formerly known as Ember Moon. Chris Statlander came out during that part too. So unfortunately, while it was in my mind going to be the snoozer Anna Jade Cargill match, that was action packed. That was just filled with a bunch of new stuff, a bunch of new all elite people that are all elite. Very excited for that. Like I said, I can get into that, but I guess we'll start from the buy-in. Hookhausen gets the win over Mark Sterling and Tony Nese. Kind of the run of the mill, kind of what you would expect from a buy-in match. Kind of nice to see the tandem and the comedy that kind of works. The seriousness of Hook works well with the, like I said, the comedy and kind of the obscureness that is Danhausen. Smart Mark Sterling also added in a little bit of he's the manager. He's not really a wrestler. So getting a little dopey, he gets cursed. He falls on his face.
That was funny.
Yeah. Tony Nese, he blocked it because he's a smart wrestler. So it was good on him. Nice little tag team match. He gets the slap in for the tag. Hook does he takes all of his moves basically from Taz's dad. So does the flips. He does all the suplexes. He flips him on his head. And then Danhausen gets the 1, 2, 3 just by stepping on his chest. Again, nothing to be like, 5 stars at, but it's a good match, good opening match, fun to carry on that storyline of Hookhausen. So I mean,
was fun.
Anything from you on that?
No, that was fun. I like how like you said, Hook did everything, and then Danhausen just came in and he
had his
pin.
spots. Yeah.
And they even played Hook's song. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You got the pin. You got to play Hook's or Danhausen's song. What is this?
Nah, you play Hook's got the better song.
No,
Obviously, when you pay Action Bronson to make a song specifically for somebody. So yeah, you gotta make sure that you use it. So makes sense. All in all, good match. Like I said, continue with the funny, the obscure pair of Danhausen and Hook. Are they winning tag team champions anytime soon? Probably not, but a good setup, a good opening intro match for a lot of these pay-per-views, and just something, on the lower end of the card that people can still be looking forward to. So I liked it.
Oh, I know. I was looking forward to it.
Yeah. So the crowd was hot. I mean, from just about from beginning to end, it had maybe a little bit of lull. But I mean, the arena was sold out. So, I mean, there was always noise. There was always someone cheering. There was no point at which time it was dead. Pyro goes off, bing, bang, boom, right into the opener. You hear MJF's music play. It's a little delay of, well, is he coming? What's he doing? What are we doing? Is someone else going to come out? Is Tony Khan going to come out and say he didn't go out? Because I don't know if anybody else had not seen the big rumor. The big thing that was going on was, is MJF here? MJF reportedly on a plane out of Las Vegas. MJF reportedly not in Vegas anymore. Oh, then an hour later, reported MJF spotted inside of a casino gambling. MJF still here in Las Vegas. And then the day of, you're like, oh, MJF still not spotted backstage. It's 2 hours to showtime, 3 hours. And you don't know who to believe. You have no idea what to believe. So I was very, I don't want to sit here and pat myself on the back, but I was very glad that I didn't spite tweet anything and be like, you fucking idiots. You guys are just going on there. You guys don't know anything about that. Pulled it back and just let them do their thing. A lot of background noise. And, if you caught it in the press conference afterward, Tony Khan even said that was one of the first questions they asked, anything you gonna mention anything on MJF? And he said, nope, not going to talk about that. So that was immediately off the table. There's no news really on that other than the PW, other sites tweeting about stuff. But at this point, I don't even know what to believe. The last thing that I saw was MJF and Tony Khan sit down, didn't go well. And that another report said that after he left with one of the AEW executives, Pat Buck, who was also a former WWE director, writer, producer. So it was very much up in the air, and it's still up in the air right now. I hope that MJF figures it out and that he sees that AEW is still going to be the place for him and not anywhere else. That's my hope, being the fan. But getting back to the match itself and what actually happened, great. Again, just in terms of the storyline and setting up Wardlow, establishing the dominance of Wardlow. He gets to beat up on the bad guy. Finally, he finally gets to have his hands on the fucking little wrinkly neck of MJF, and everyone's, you deserve that. You fucked up everything. Just yelling at MJF to finally get power bombed, and he got power bombed 10 times, and then he gets pulled out on the stretcher. And then I don't know if, again, jokingly, they put the oxygen on his nose and eyes.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Again, they do that. They do that, and they don't support his neck either. So I think it has to be like a joke. Someone had to be, MJF had to have been in on it somewhat, some way. Me being the MJF fan, I want there to be, and say, he got everyone. I want there to be that heat, but I also believe that there is that little bit of him that still wasn't okay with Tony Khan letting Cody Rhodes go. But from my understanding, and all the reports again saying that they're offering MJF, quote, top guy money. They're giving him main event style money. They might even be giving him Punk money. They could, if they're smart, they give him at least some sort of fraction of Punk money. But I don't know, this, again, if MJF has his shoulders on his head right, he should stay in AEW, because WWE would not use him right. Even they're just shoving Cody Rhodes down your throat. It's just so disingenuous, though, that any smart fucking fan can see that. But again, in my mind, they did this well. While I was disappointed, obviously, I want MJF to get the win. He wasn't in my mind to be able to not only get the win and keep Wardlow's momentum, unless he screwed him over so way. So Wardlow's officially all elite. the piggy gets it. The piggy gets it. Gets the win. He finally gets the. Probably going to get a nice little intro, pyro, probably is all that bullshit. He'll be pushed to the moon. TNT championship probably for him soon, I would think. If you have anything else from that, I can
really, very, very predictable.
Yeah.
Like as soon as he went, pulled out his fucking ring, got caught. The ref
that was good too. Yeah, he was doing trying to play all the hits, and they were just not letting him. And it was cool that they were able to do that within the 5-7 minute range, and it still hit. And MJF is very good at doing minimal damage to himself and others and still pushing the storyline. Like, he just about you can take a look at all of his big major matches. That's his thing. Get everyone hot. You get the opponent hot, you get the fans hot. So as soon as they're going for any sort of contact and he pulls out of the way, it's a boo, it's chance, it's everything, it's all the heat right there. And you're getting a break. You're getting a 1 minute, 90-second break, in terms of, it's a physical, style match and everything. So it's fine. Like that's cool to see that, do the minimal style things. And when it is just that, a power bomb, which if you do it right, it doesn't hurt as much, because that's the whole thing. You want to take a flat back, the most surface area when you land, that's the best. And when you get a big guy like Wardlow taking, actually, a guy like that taking you and slamming you down, it hurts less. That's from my understanding from people that I know that actually do the professional wrestling on the side. So when you got a guy like that for sure knows what he's doing, none of these look nasty, wasn't trying to fuck him up and fuck him over. So it's just good on him. Won't linger on this too much. I feel like we're spinning around in circles. So good on him. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully this clears up MJF and everything, the rumors and all that just settle and they stay and able to get a good contract out of it. That's all I would hope. Hopefully we're able to see him on Wednesday in some sort of capacity. I want that to for sure, and hopefully that settles any rumors. That would be my hope. Let me see. What was the next match? Elite versus Delete. How'd you like that? What were you thinking on that?
I don't know, dude. I liked it, but I think you could obviously clearly tell that Matt and Jeff couldn't keep up.
That's a lot of the reports are saying too. Again, just Jeff Hardy, not his conditioning, but just his overall health not looking that good. The report was also from that Darby Allin match that he was looking banged up from before that, and that match really re-aggravated a lot of pain, a lot of injury for him. You could have easily saw it when they did. It was on Rampage. It was the Rampage leading up to it. Jeff Hardy hits a swanton on Brandon Cutler, and he immediately gets up from it and just goes right to holding his back. Not trying to sell it. It looks like genuine pain from him. So it's very upsetting. And if you also saw they advertised a 10-man tag for this upcoming on Dynamite. They've already pulled him. They've already pulled Jeff Hardy and Adam Cole. They've made it an 8-man tag. And that's, so it's kind of looking like Jeff Hardy's a little banged up. As far as the match in my mind, that did impact it somewhat. They were able to play, they were able to do a lot of good things, a lot of nice spots. Ultimately, the Hardys getting the win. You would hope that would set up for, a longer run and maybe establish them for maybe some sort of at least a title run. But it's as far as that right now, just like I said, Jeff Hardy's health's just not looking 100%. Hopefully,
he's never changed the style of wrestling.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
For 25 years,
definitely paying all for it right now. That seems to be the thing. Yeah, it's very upsetting. That would just be the only thing from there. Very nice match. Just Young Bucks always deliver on their end. I can't be upset. They were hitting on all facets. Just like I said, my memory's a little foggy, a little hazy, but he's going for the double kicks or whatever. I think they hit out of it. They hit the knees, and then they were able to hit the twist of fate, the swanton, and then the win. So yeah, so all well, all is well. Excuse me, very surprised it ended clean like it did. I don't remember any interference in that match. And maybe Brandon Cutler, that was a good spot too. Brandon Cutler getting pounded off the top one, and then on the other one too. So it was good to see him get his ass whooped a little bit. That was fine. That was funny. I'll go back to the Rampage. Him dressed up like Lita when they're dressed up like the Hardys.
That was fucking funny.
That was great. How about that? That was but yeah, other than that, like I said, Hardys get the win on that. Pretty decent match, pretty okay. Let me see. What you remember? What was the next one after that?
Yeah, I think that was Jade Cargill and Anna Jay. And to be completely honest, I only watched parts of it too because you fucking knew who was gonna win.
Yeah,
like, come on. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, obviously, yeah, Jay Cargill got the win. That I think I already made mention to it earlier of all the big names, big drops that came in from there. Athena, obviously, also known as Ember Moon, back from WWE. She's in. She's all elite. I saw a tweet from maybe a couple days ago. I don't know who the person was. Just a throwback to 2019. The AEW women's roster compared to right now the 2022 roster, a women's roster, just almost night and day, just completely different as in terms of just like noticeable names, recognizable names, and just like honestly just pure talent. It's just far this current roster is light years ahead of what it used to be in my mind. So just good on them. It was, like I said, it was just a throw together match. They did a nice package for it. Still didn't really get me involved. Obviously, like I said, I went and shot for the concession stand and for the new shirt. Went ahead and picked up it was the CM Punk and the Hangman, almost like the poster that they would set up for like a wrestling poster, and it just says I was there on the back of it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And so that's all I got really from the merch stand in that sense. So that's what I got from there. Unfortunately, that also bled into the Death Triangle versus House of Black, which I didn't get to see, and that also had from the highlights I saw just a bunch of kicks, flips, Canadian destroyers on the apron. Yeah, that fucking looked like it hurt. And what the fuck is her name? The girl who was a part of Julia Hart. There you go. Finally, that poison
joining the house.
Yes, the house always wins.
Especially being in Vegas, I knew they were gonna win. The house always wins.
That's true. They clean my pockets. I mean, yeah, I always pick up the DVD, so it'll be probably the first match I pop in and try and rewatch for sure. So I mean, unless I had missed anything big on that was obviously the big turning point. Hart, was it Jamie Hart? Right? Julia Hart. Yeah, I don't fucking pay attention to that. Julia Hart gets pulls out the poison or the whatever, spits the venom in fucking Pac's eyes, and he screams, "Why?" And they probably hit the black mass. Am I right? Hit the super Malachi Black hit the super kick and got the 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Okay, for sure. I mean, that's nice. That's awesome. That's exactly how it should have probably ended. It gives them all the momentum, and I mean, Ray Phoenix, Penta, they and Pac, whatever, them getting a loss that'll never take away from them. They're always phenomenal. People always want to come see them, so that's great. Let me see what was on after that. See, my brain is a little off.
After that, that's I think they got into the Owen Hart Foundation.
Yes, they
matches.
did.
We had Adam Cole, Samoa Joe, and then Britt Baker and Ruby Soho.
So yeah, I mean, Samoa Joe, Adam Cole, again, can't complain. I'm just very surprised by the clean ending. Other than Bobby Fish getting involved, I guess you can kind of say that's what gave him the advantage in some sort of capacity. But I feel like it was too far in between the two spots to be considered that. So that's why I was like, popped up. Hey, Danny Mendick tied the ball game for the White Sox. Hey, Mendick. We're back to that. So
you know what his fucking middle name is?
Oh boy, hit me with it.
Likes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he must be French. Yeah. So I mean, again, phenomenal match. I whispered over to Mike as it's going. I'm like, this was the NXT Championship match that we all wanted and never got. And I mean, it showed to be very, very phenomenal. Samoa Joe obviously will always pack it or deliver as well as Adam Cole. Yeah, like I said, I think Bobby Fish got involved somewhat, just throwing himself in there. Not a big deal. And like I said, just the clean ending. Wow, surprised, but I liked it. Like it's fine. Like Adam Cole can win clean, Samoa Joe can lose clean. Like that was just really cool. I don't know. In my eyes, didn't expect that. I was expecting a lot.
Yeah, I feel like the way that they set up this whole Owen Hart tournament, you can't have somebody winning that. Oh, the Owen Hart Foundation tournament dirty.
Like, yeah, that's true. That's true. And I like that too. And I think that was also the homage possibly in the Ruby Soho Britt Baker match where I think that ending may have happened already inside of like an Owen Hart match. So again, and then have them winning together, they're obviously together in real life and, and the title belts that they received were the tribute to the Stampede championship belts. And if you don't know, Stampede was the company that the Hart family was involved in. Stu Hart, I believed, and the father ran and promoted that company, basically booked it all the time. Same thing, helping Bret Hart and Owen helping out around there. The Hart family dungeon. Yeah, the Hart family dungeon being such a what would be frivolous, not frivolous, excuse me, but prestigious is the word I was looking for. One of the most prestigious schools / little areas to go train. And that's just something that, obviously wrestling fans always think about. So that's why I was for that. And then just getting to again, staying on the ceremony part, Dr. Martha Hart, phenomenal speech. Great to see her just out there talking. Just really, I didn't know what to expect exactly, but it does make sense that she's a very good public speaker. She's probably been doing a ton of Heart Foundation type speeches like that. So again, makes sense that she's good with the cadence. She's good with absorbing with like the fans, chanting like, thank you, Owen. Thank you, Martha. That was also good. And again, patting us and the fans on the back. Shout out to the fans getting a thank you, Martha Hart and Martha chant, because without her getting the approval, this isn't a go. Like obviously she has all the say in that, and that's awesome that she went and allowed AEW to get involved and not WWE, so which is always going to be the sticking point. And they're also going to follow up with 2 Owen Hart figures. There's going to be one inside of one of the series. Yeah, one inside one of the upcoming series, and then there's going to be a ringside exclusive that'll be that. So I'll be picking both of those up because I'm addicted to figures. And then I was also even able to pick up the shop exclusive Kenny Omega, which when this episode drops, it'll be up on Shop AEW exclusive or Shop AEW already. But I got it right now. Suck a bag of dicks for $500. Anybody that wants it, hit me up on eBay. Little E, Big B. Let me see. And just in terms of both matches, both good. I can see where some people, like I said, again, I'll just, I can see where people are like, oh, the same people are winning. But that's fine. Yeah, and this is fine for Adam Cole to keep winning, keep the momentum. Samoa Joe loses no momentum. He's still got the ROH TV title to deal with. And again, glad that, hey, Danny Mendick or Yaz? Who Andrew Vaughn gets a single. Danny Mendick scores. It's a 3-2 ball game for the White Sox, leading the Toronto Blue Jays. Again, where was I? Samoa Joe doesn't lose any momentum. Ruby Soho maybe loses a little bit of momentum. The fans seem to have turned, unfortunately, on her for beating Chris Statlander, which you shouldn't be booing Ruby Soho when Statlander doesn't get the win when we all know Tony Khan books it. So don't boo Tony Khan. Don't boo Ruby Soho. But I think all is well. Statlander's in the mix with this TBS championship belt. So whatever. Owen Hart Foundation championship or Foundation tournament gets the plus from me, gets the thumbs up from me. Both of those. we'll see where it goes from there. I guess Britt Baker gets another shot at the championship belt, running again with Thunder Rosa, who I guess we can just, I know that wasn't the next match, but Thunder Rosa beats Serena Deeb in a phenomenal wrestling match. Honestly, just both women were able to keep it composed and keep it in the, or not keep it in the ring, but they had just, I can't really think of any specific spots. The figure four going out, leading out into the ring, leading outside onto the floor. That was a good part. Very good, very sound technical wrestling from both. You expected it because they're both very good at that. They're both very good at their job, and that's obviously why Thunder Rosa is the world champion, the women's world champion, for a reason. So good on both of them. I couldn't go wrong, but obviously Thunder Rosa having such momentum, such steam right now, you gotta let her stay with the title.
Yeah,
it's not very often, other than the TNT title switching hands so frequently, so frivolously, that once you're a champion, it seems like you're established at that. So that seems to be it. And do you have anything on Serena Deeb, Thunder Rosa?
Yeah, that was a sort of just another predictable match. I'm not the biggest Serena Deeb fan. Like, she is good technically, but Thunder Rosa is my girl. She's my girl. So
yeah, fair enough.
I was rooting for her all the fucking way. Yeah, technically it was a all around great match. Was it this one where they locked her in the fucking, what was the sharpshooter?
Yeah, they got the sharpshooter.
Yeah, they got the sharpshooter.
Oh man, they could. Nobody besides CM Punk could fucking put on a sharpshooter. Yes, on Sunday. That was one of my favorite things. Brutal sharpshooter attempts on I think Ruby Soho attempted one. I think also, like you just said, fucking.
Yeah, one of them, I forgot who one of them. Yeah, I think it was Thunder Rosa attempted it in this one too.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. A good match. Let me see. I think before that was Kyle O'Reilly and Darby Allin, which was very surprising that they kind of just threw that together last second willy-nilly. But good match. I did not. I thought full well that Darby Allin was just going to get a win for. Just because, he's Darby Allin, maybe we were going to get something with Sting. I know he didn't make the trip, but maybe, I don't know, something at all. I guess a cold match that ended up being cold in terms of there's no rivalry, like established rivalry, but in terms of just the match itself, very good. Darby Allin almost fucking hurt himself. I don't know if you saw it, just basically landed right on his face trying to attempt that little tope suicida through the bottom rope. Bad move. He landed just right on his face. Whatever. Good on him. He surprises me, and he's earned my respect. As far as I'm not a fan of Darby Allin. I think I may mention this, but I've finally tipped my cap of just like, all right, you do some crazy shit. You risk your body to entertain us. So I can't be pissed off at you and be a little kid like I've been for a little while. So, but I did enjoy him losing, getting basically fucked up and stretched out the entire match. So good on him. Good win by Kyle O'Reilly. Good for, I guess, just the storyline and the established of the undisputed elite. I guess that is. So that was a good match. Good match. Can't really complain.
Yeah, I like when guys like Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, a couple other guys do it. They implement like the MMA into the wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he had the one spot where,
and he's a legit MMA guy. He used to do that.
Oh yeah, he had him in something on the ground, and then he reversed it into like an arm bar. And I like implementing stuff like that. It's more realistic, I guess you can call it.
Absolutely. Yeah, just the ground game that some of these guys have, just like a real martial artist. Matt Riddle could also implement shit like that. There's a guy, he's gonna be someone in Ring of Honor or New Japan right now. English guy, a little taller, but he's very much into that. You can probably see him and Jonathan Gresham were in a couple series of matches where they were just, like I said, just doing a bunch of technical moves to each other, stretching each other out, reversing, getting the other person in a fucking like a leg to string, and then stringing their arms over their fucking head. It is very fun to watch that shit, right? Sometimes, and when, like I said, when they're just stretching each other out, it's pretty cool. The other one that I liked, he's again going back to the another Tope Suicina attempt, and Kyle O'Reilly catches him into a fucking guillotine.
Oh yeah.
And I got a huge pop for me. Everyone was getting ready for, obviously Darby Allin going in for that. You're expecting him to hit him with the offense, and he just wraps him off like, oh shit, he got him. Oh, he's gonna make him tap on the floor, you bitch. So yeah, it was great.
Tap on the floor, you bitch.
But yeah, I liked it just in terms of, like I said, Darby Allin kind of got his ass whooped a little bit, so that was fun to watch for me. So good win for Kyle. And again, just another phenomenal singles match added to his short AEW repertoire already. I mean, and news is he already signed a 5-year extension, so we're gonna see some Kyle O'Reilly for the next couple of years in AEW. So good on that. That's exactly what I want to see. Let me see. I'm also thinking the tag team trios match. Besides that? Oh no, before we get to that, there was the mixed tag, Sammy, Ty, and Frankie Kazarian versus Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky, and Paige Van Zandt, who's also all elite now, getting her first match. And honestly, again, can't complain. I don't think it's go home heat. I like that Sammy and Ty are so annoying. I think that's great. People are like, again, it might be go home heat for some. I think it's nice. Sort of. Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy. What? If I see one of the stores again, I'll snag another one so you can let one breathe. You can let one breathe.
I can open that one and smell it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna fucking play with that one in the tub. Oh, the Avalanche score to make it 2-1. How you doing?
Yeah,
this one was fun. I liked how the Frankie Kazarian and Sammy Guevara sort of weren't working together in the middle.
Started off working together, and then sure enough, the antics of Sammy, trying to show off, being showboating, kissing Ty at the wrong time.
Yeah, and then
pissed him off
again. Come on.
Yeah, another spot.
She got kicked by fucking who? Ray Fenix at the AAA match.
Yeah, I think it was Penta.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, and now she gets kicked again in the fucking head. Poor girl. Yeah. I would never kick you, I would never. If you need like a head rub or a back rub or something else rubbed, let me know. I'll take care of you. Unlike Sammy, who was sleeping on the couch.
Oh, gee whiz. Yeah, no, that was good. It was kind of in the beginning of it, in my mind, it was just like, who am I supposed to root for? I guess it was I'm supposed to go for Ethan Page, Paige Van Zandt, and Scorpio. I guess they were kind of the faces, but Scorpio Sky just turned on Frankie Kazarian, and you're like, but then Frankie, weird one, and then Frankie Kazarian and Sammy go into American Top Team and steal the title belts. So you're just like, who am I rooting for? Who's the face? Who's the heel? Because in my mind, I saw all heels, and then there was just like Frankie Kazarian was just kind of there, who's just flip flops and whatever.
And then Paige Van Zandt was there with her fucking nice tits.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was there too. She definitely was there. Good on her too. She actually did put on a performance. Very nice performance. She didn't look like she was stumbling and fumbling.
Yeah, exactly. For first time, she didn't do too bad.
Exactly. Like, no noticeable botches out of really anybody in my mind throughout the entire show. Pretty clean, other than a couple spots, I think. But that was a good one. And I guess continuing with Sammy is annoying. Sammy and Ty Conti are annoying storyline. And yeah, that's about it. And I guess my last little spot on that is the new design of the TNT title belt, the purple and the gold. I love it. I think that's great.
Even it is pretty neat.
Even with just, it's supposed to be a shout out to just like LA for Scorpio Sky, being from LA and being like a Lakers fan and all that bullshit. It still looks good. I would hope that the next person just keeps it as is. I do like this idea of the TNT title belt changing a little bit, changing its look, but I feel like it's changed every single time someone's had it. It's hard to keep up with just like, it's red. Oh, now it's white. Oh, now it's gold and purple. Oh, now it's black again. Oh, now it's white again. and now it's gold. Okay, well, hopefully now it just, it stays purple and gold for a little while, and then maybe when like Miro wins it again, it'll go back to the white and green. I think that would be pretty cool. But I can't sit here and be mad. I think change is always good sometimes, and even if it is as frequent as it is, I think it's just going to get expensive paying for all those title belts every single time. So
how many of them do they have?
Exactly, especially when they put in so much work and design in it. So that was it on that. Tag team trios. I thought this was going to be another title change, but good on the Jurassic Express. Another phenomenal performance. The opening. I remember the opening spot being they both had their little moonsault off the same post. That was pretty cool. Other than that, it looked like
pulled one of your favorite moves when Swerve jumped off of Keith Lee.
Yeah, I do like that spot.
Yeah,
does the moonsault off his chest. I do like how he does that.
Yeah.
I know that's not their nickname, but Swerve Lee had all the momentum in that, and it looked like for a while that they were gonna win it outright. I thought maybe, and then Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks get in there. They start fucking around. I'm like, oh wow, then they're gonna steal it. And then sure enough. Jurassic Express does their the Luchasaurus like flips him up and literally does a flip in the air, and Jungle Boy catches him for a powerbomb midair. And again, another phenomenal move. But yeah, they get the win on that. I liked it. I'm not always a fan of this 2 people at a time and there's one tag, one team.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that's always weird. At that point, you might as well just do a tornado style. But I don't know. It's still different. It's different than most. While the traditional could be a little rough. Again, just entertaining. It filled the void of in between. Being the women's world championship match, getting a little. You could say, I guess, a little bit of a break in between, just before right before the world heavyweight championship match that was about to happen. So it was good. I expected, like I said, Swerve Lee to get the dub, but. Can't really be wrong. Can't really be mad in any way for me. That's what I took away from that. I couldn't be mad. So hopefully that just establishes. I think I said this last time. Hopefully this win again on a major pay-per-view establishes just the legitimacy of Jurassic Express. Because again, it kind of felt like we missed the mark and missed the importance of Adam Page being the world championship. Didn't feel like his title defenses were all too important, and it kind of feeling the same way on the tag team. If it's not on the Young Bucks, if it's not on FTR, if it's not on Penta and Rey Fenix, it just doesn't feel as important. And it's a mixture of Tony Khan hasn't really pushed it, and Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy kind of got to put themselves over a little bit. They can't really be using Christian Cage, who doesn't have all the charisma. He's not really as charisma Christian Cage as he once was. He's kind of, taking a step back. So if they can get up in our faces, make us care about these tag title belts again, I'll be all for it. But I mean, again, I'm not sitting here and shitting on them. Just make us want it, I guess is what I'm saying in some sort of aspect. Make us want to be like, oh, like I need to see this tag team title match. That's what I need. That's what I need. When I see FTR on the card, I need to see FTR. When I see Jurassic Express, I'm in that little hesitation where I'm like, I'm already a fan, but if I wasn't, I could kind of see like where I'm like, okay, I could is a concession stand bathroom match. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little off on that. A lot of people are probably gonna be freaking out, but whatever. Let's see how it goes. We can just dive on in, finish up with what it is, the main event. And this was the big one.
Oh, hold on. You missed the best match of the night.
No. What?
Anarchy in the Arena.
Oh my God, really? I just blew right through that, didn't I? Oh shit.
This was the best match of the night.
Yeah,
a lot of people. Everybody else. This is so good. Yeah. And I understand maybe you'll have a different opinion because you were there, but me watching this at home on TV and actually seeing everything that actually happened, maybe they had it on the Jumbotron for you.
Yeah.
But this match was insane.
Yeah,
like where they fucking took it into the concourse, threw them through the fucking or where they hold the t-shirts.
Yeah,
and then
they did.
They brought him into the freight elevator. What happened in the elevator? I wanted
idea.
a camera in there. And then all of a sudden he shows up with the gas can and he's full of fucking blood. Oh, that was such a good ass match, dude.
So yeah. So from where we were in the 300 section, we were, like I said, front row. We were able to see everything almost from the bird's eye view. We got
good.
Perfect glance at the ring. I think Santana, Ortiz were working Hager, and one of the other guys from the that aren't Jericho and Daniel Garcia, or they might have been working Daniel Garcia in there. Either way, Jake Hager, Daniel Garcia in there with Santana Ortiz. They're doing a spot, and then you got Daniel Bryan and Bryan Danielson fucking working one of the other guys that just changed his name. Eddie Kingston just made the other guy bloody, and then Jericho and Moxley are working at the others. So you were able to see everything if you were up in the upper tank, for sure. Good. The lower bottom, I'm sure if you were just right next to one thing, where a lot of people were, they were just probably focused on that. Yeah, but I mean, I was able to see everything. I saw I put it up on our Twitter, the ladder spot from Santana Ortiz.
Insane.
Moxley jumping off using the video crane and hitting Jericho.
Yeah, how creative is that?
Yeah, that was great. I mean, like I said, again, Danielson and the other fuck, they're not in the stands, but they're in like the draped over seats where all the videography and all the wires and cables and shit are. So they're having their spot right there. And then you could, when they were going to the back and showing the spots with Kingston, they had it up on the big board. You can see on the giant thing. So this was phenomenal. Yeah, the ketchup and mustard spot from Kingston.
That was awesome.
Fucking him up. Yeah, getting some color on him right there. Literally, he was already bleeding, and then he threw the fucking mustard.
This game is insane. I'm sorry. It's 3-2 in the first period. Twice Edmonton has scored, and less than 20 seconds later, each time Colorado has came back.
Just like immediately fucking matched it. That's
immediately
hilarious.
Scores back. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I mean, yeah, I again love the spot that they're at the fucking merch booth where I was walking back. I'm like, I could have been right there. I could have bought the fucking mustard stained shirt that they just put up there. So I was thinking they could make that. Hey, Giolito struck out Vlad, and what a huge at bat that was. Bottom of the fifth, struck him out with 2 men on, second and third, with 1 out at the time. Now he's got 2 outs. Hopefully Sox can get out of this and still keep the lead 3-2. So we're just updating fucking ball games that aren't going to matter by tomorrow, but who cares? Let me see. Again, just Eddie Kingston throwing him through the t-shirt rack, the table spot on the outside, the ladders, Moxley coming in and taking off the turnbuckles, fucking up Jericho with that. The barbed wire on the table that didn't break. I am the table makes it again on Botchamania.
Yeah,
that was good. I understand the break was supposed to be more dramatic. He was going to be all caught up in the barbed wire instead of just like his ass and shoe being caught in it, and that being the reason he couldn't go in there and save Danielson from the double fucking submission. And I still think that looks good. And I mean, like Jericho doing the walls and then Jake Hager choking you out with a rope. Like, okay, yeah, like a lot of people are going to lose. So again, like that doesn't look bad for Danielson to do that, to lose like that. And again, my prediction, I can't say because my prediction was that Danielson was going to like turn on Kingston because Kingston had been doing whatever, but again, good that they were just able to do it clean, win how they did. Not clean because this was just a chaotic no disqualification match, but it ended without hijinks and people turning on each other, which is awesome. I love that for all of these matches besides the trios match. Oh damn it, Adam Engel fucking missed that. Oh, and he might actually be hurt too. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, that just completely fucking deflated me. Good on AEW for not falling into fucking little bullshit of WWE type things where people are just fucking each other over and getting dirty wins and shit like that. This was good that they just kept it for real. That's all I have to say on that. So yeah, this was good. And I'm just very, very disappointed. That was, God damn it. They fucking, the fucking Sox. Yeah. They need this. This is such a big momentum series. They fucking need this. God, they fucking suck. I can't stand this fucking team. God damn. Yeah, that can, like I said, if you had anything more on that, we can go right into the main event.
No, let's fucking knock out this main event because this was another great match, dude.
Yeah, I mean, again, just the back and forth, stealing each other's moves, trying to do that, trying to keep I'll even backtrack a little bit farther. Just the pushback and the nose to nose, the crowd, CM Punk, a cowboy shit. Let's go Punk. Let's go Hangman. It was split, but in my mind, both people were okay with it wasn't like the die. I don't even know how to explain it. It wasn't like the die hard. It wasn't an established heel. And I think this was brought up later in the press conference where they were kind of. It always seems like these guys that do the questions are always like, they're trying to get you with the gotcha on that. They're always trying to do that with the questions in my mind. So that was the feeling when they were like, oh, you set up another match with two faces where they're like, what is the crowd supposed to cheer for? Who are they supposed to cheer for? We don't know. We're dumb fucking wrestling fans that can't make up their mind. So in my mind, that's what that interviewer was basically saying to me. You don't need to have an established heel or face. If you just put up two guys that are going to draw in fans and then know what they're doing, you're going to get the biggest AEW card and money and house. And it was a $1.2 million house that they'd fucking did. The first $1 million house on a pay-per-view.
Here we go. AEW commercial right here on the TV, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's go tomorrow night. Oh,
yeah, I don't think they're gonna get any promos for matches. Oh, there you go, just live. Yeah, they're making their California debut, I believe, and then soon they're gonna be up in Toronto, Ontario for the first time. So that'll be it's also cool. Yeah, a little bit. Maybe that's being Chicklets. Maybe Chicklets guys get out there. I don't know where they're at in Toronto, in their Canada, but back to the main event. Just oh boy, I mean, again, crowd kind of split. But for sure was fine with just about anyone in my mind. CM Punk just, again, delivering an absolute phenomenal matchup. And can't just say it just to him as that's a fucking home run. Again, for this Kirk guy, second home run of the game. I can't keep looking at this match can't keep looking at this game and trying to fucking commentate on it. I'm just going to turn it off. We're going to watch ESPN or probably whatever's on Cartoon Network or something like that. Okay. Connecticut Suns and Las Vegas Aces. Can't get mad at that.
There you go.
There you go. Again, trying to pull back on this. Phenomenal match. They're going back and forth, trying to get the fucking CM Punk can't do the buckshot lariat, stumbled and fumbled twice. And he even said it after the pay-per-view was done. He's like, he said it to Dax Harwood and he's like, don't ever let me try and do that again. And the fucking crowd popped with laughter. But
we thought we were gonna get a heel turn out of Hangman.
Yeah,
I was gonna get it.
That was the second time they've tried and done that. It's the second time they've tried to do that too. I think they were trying to do that when he won the title. He wanted to use it on Kenny, and he just didn't, and he ended up winning clean anyways. But yeah, I think that was definitely something they should have done. Maybe with that and this cryptic tweet that he did, maybe this sets up an Adam Hangman heel turn. It could possibly still be in there.
What was the tweet?
Just something along the lines of just like thank you, but like I'll try and bring it up for sure. But like thank you, and my time as champion was like maybe a little unfulfilled or some bullshit like that. And some people are taking it for real, but I don't know. Let me like I said, let me try and pull it up right here. The quote right here from 9 hours ago as we were recording. I've had a while to reflect on my time as AEW champion now that it has come to an end. Thank you all, not for supporting me, but for supporting the vision. It's not about the gold or the glory. It's about the common love and dignity with which we treat each other. Change the world. And there you go. That's the tweet from there.
Oh.
So I don't really know what to take from there. A lot of people are liking it. I hope it's not, I hope it's him not feeling appreciated. It's CM Punk, man. It is what it is. Like people, not a guy like yourself. You're gonna, a bunch of people coming back and saying, "Oh, I'm coming back to watch wrestling because CM Punk," and it just makes sense that they would want to see him be world champion again. And a bunch of things. He's the first WWE champion, AEW world champion, and Ring of Honor world champion. And then I saw another one where he's also all three of those and the only ECW world heavyweight champion on all four of those too. So
wow,
pretty cool stat. If you want to just keep on the idea of wrestling stats and wrestling championships, people always talk like, oh, he's a Grand Slam champion in WWE or whatever. So pretty cool. Just shows the longevity and shows that people have had the vision with him. He's been able to carry a company for years on end, and I hope that he does just that. And it's such a perfect reason to give him the championship going into Forbidden Door, which is where is it else? Chicago, June 26th. I think this is the date on that. Again, we'll be there. United Center completely sold out. Fucking phenomenal. My mind, and a lot of people are already saying it. Oh, it's got to be him and Okada. It's got to be him and the world heavyweight champion. That's the match, and I think that's perfect. It's got to be world champion versus world champion, and then this is the perfect. Give Punk the fucking the captain's fucking hat. Lead that ship into Forbidden Door. I think that's going to be perfect. And again, we'll get into that when we get into that. I thought we would maybe get a little bit more set up for Forbidden Door, but this is completely fine. The other thing we didn't make mention to was the only other installments, people that are all elite. Roosh from Los Ingredibles, from former Ring of Honor world champion. I don't know. You may not know who he is. Also, from AAA and then MLW. Very, very talented. Like I said, former Ring of Honor world champion. Check out a couple matches. He's in a couple good ones. I think him and Bandito had a pretty good one.
Is that the guy that Andrade met up with?
Yes. Okay. That's Roosh. Okay. And a lot for some who don't pay attention, maybe like yourself, there's a little confusion, but I liked it. I got a huge pop out of me. I thought it was great. Just in good. Yeah, exactly. Get him away from and disassemble that fucking Andrade family house with them and
family office sort of
private party stupid. And Butch and the butcher and the baker. Just get them fucking away from each other. Andrade and Roosh, that's fine. That's awesome. That they're gonna be a dynamite tag team if they're just gonna be a tag team together. That's great. But yeah, just setting back up, like I said, Hangman and Punk. I love the match. I can't really go wrong. That was the turning point, obviously, like you said, just trying to determine if I'm going to use the title belt, am I going to fully turn heel? And sure enough, it comes to bite him. He reverses the buckshot, gets him into a GTS, and that's lights out. That was it. So can't go wrong. Loved it. What any little wrapping up thoughts on that?
Yeah, that was awesome. I would have obviously I was rooting for CM Punk. We both wanted him to win. But if Hangman would have fucking smacked him with that title and stole the title like that, I would have been okay with it.
Yeah.
I would have liked to seen, like you said, we had two good guys going into this match. You didn't know who to root for. If there would have been like an established, okay, now Hangman's the bad guy, and maybe seen them go at it again, maybe in Chicago, and CM Punk wins the title there, I would have been okay with that. That's what was going through my mind. I'm like, when are they in Chicago again? They're doing fucking Forbidden Door, but they wouldn't do fucking CM Punk and Hangman and Forbidden Door.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was thinking, okay, maybe Hangman steals this and they continue it on sort of like they did with MJF and CM Punk, and CM Punk loses the first time around and then he gets his revenge. I would have been okay with that too, but obviously CM Punk and New That's going to be awesome for AEW.
Yeah, I think that's great. I mean, obviously the numbers translate well every single time he's on air. I think they get the big views every time they get a post with CM Punk in it. It's well over 60,000 likes every single time. So that seems to get the most traction and makes the most sense to just give him the strap and give him the fucking thing. And just to add on top of it, for me, added bonus, him and FTR together. Love that. Absolutely love that.
I'm loving that.
That is my favorite tag team with maybe my favorite singles competitor. Give me that all the time, every single day. As soon as they get that trios tag team established, that championship
I can't
belt,
wait for that. That's gonna be
so many.
You know who's taking that one?
Oh, the House of Black.
House of Black, baby. Ah! You know me, Malachi's my boy. He was my boy before I even knew he was my boy.
Yeah. Yes.
Fucking one guy in the parking lot. Oh, you fucking get the face paint on. That's Tommy End. And I was like, yeah, exactly, buddy.
Now you know.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck
him. Fuck you in your parking lot going to wrestling shows by yourself, you fucking douche. No, I respect it. I respect it. And so does fucking Groggy.
Yeah. And now, like you texted him, Mike can eat his CM Punk ice cream bar.
Yes, Mike, let us know how that was, dude.
Yes.
How it is whenever you do eat it.
9 months later. I hope it's still good.
Oh no, that thing's freezer burnt to shit, dude. That thing's disgusting. How many? That was August all the way until 9 months. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, the possibilities are endless. Say that every single time, basically a new championship or someone new is established in AEW.
Who do you think he's gonna be going up against now? Who's gonna fucking? I was trying to think of this after the event ended Sunday night. I was like, who's he gonna go up against now? I mean, Adam Cole gets a title shot.
Adam Cole gets the shot at the title. I think I don't know if they'll run that right away. They might. CM Punk might have one of those on Dynamite type style defenses, maybe throw
like Lance Archer with
exactly. That's exactly a good throw. I don't want to say it, but it's a good throwaway big guy that you could establish like, oh, he's dominant and you know what it is. He's always a chance at him winning the championship, but it's probably just not going to pan out.
So Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it could be another. You could throw, get something like that. Him and Dustin Rhodes.
Hey, that was a hell of a match when those two went at it.
It was a phenomenal fucking wrestling match, and that like nice, a lot of callbacks to a lot of old matches, and a lot of callbacks to Dustin Rhodes' own career and shit like that. So that's fun to watch all the time.
Speaking of callbacks, fucking Serena Deeb and Thunder Rosa, fucking Thunder Rosa dropped to a knee and uppercutted that bitch.
Yeah,
for Dusty, or not for Dusty, for Dustin. That was a nice little. I caught that and I was like, "Yep, that was fucking that was his move." Yeah,
that's it. They're always they're good friends back there. I like that they can keep up. But
Serena Deeb got rid of her fake tits because of guys like him.
Yeah, you could do. Oh geez, you could do Punk.
I'm gonna look up right now. Serena Deeb, old boobs.
You might not like though. You might get a cropped picture of her with some old saggy grandma titties. I don't know.
Serena Deeb boobs.
You can look. I'm thinking Punk.
Danielson. Oh yeah, she did have some fake tits.
Punk Wardlow, Punk MJF again if he stays in the company. Punk. If you want to give him the little bit of the rub, you can give him Jungle Boy maybe for a match if they lose the tag titles.
Miro.
Miro can get the run again. But
where's he at?
I really want to see Danielson and Punk in some sort of like WrestleMania 27 rematch that they had. Like I think that they can still just go and bang, and it would be phenomenal. Samoa Joe, Punk, like we may mention too.
Ooh, yeah.
Get that chapter 4. I mean, again, just unreal. And I think you're onto it with Adam Cole's probably going to get the first run at it. Probably end up losing. I would hope that eventually, he'll get the run at it, but I think that'd be pretty cool. in terms of who ends up winning the strap off of him in probably, 6, 7, 8 months from now, maybe even a year, maybe Wardlow. I think that was something he had said maybe last year, a couple months ago when they were doing that when MJF beat him the first time. He's like, I want a match. He's like, oh, you want a rematch with me? He's like, no, I want Wardlow. It was like that. So, I mean, you can run it back like that. Yeah, you can run it back like that and try and
Serena
give him a rub.
Deeb had some big old tits.
Yeah, she did. She did, but she wasn't as in shape as she was back then when she was doing the whole bald thing. But still, she had big old knockers back then. So yeah,
I like those. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, is that what you were doing in there earlier?
No.
Yeah.
No, I was not. I did not take Ty Conti to the bathroom with me.
Did I say you took Ty Conti? Did I Ty Conti come out of my mouth? I think you're portraying. Oh shit. So yeah, what a phenomenal card, what a phenomenal pay-per-view. Can't wait. Like I said, I'll be buying the DVD so I can rewatch the matches that I missed. But all in all, can't go wrong. This was great, and I can't wait for the Dynamite that's going to follow. I remember the one after Revolution was almost like not like a screen wiper, but it's just like, all right, this established new rivalries. We're getting new this. We're getting new. So I think this upcoming Dynamite is going to be a banger, whether or not the matches themselves are going to be on paper very good, like the 8-man tag or whatever, but it can establish a lot of future shit for the next. This Dynamite's going to set up a lot of 3-month rivalries that we'll be seeing that'll be coming up for the next pay-per-view, which is All Out. Yeah, it'll be All Out probably in like August or September. So
wow, it's almost been a year I've been an AEW fan.
There you go. Hell yeah. I can't believe that's exactly what we want.
We got Double or Nothing, All Out, Revolution, and Full Gear, right?
Yep, those are the four. Okay. Those are the big four. So always keeping in touch with that. Always keeping in mind with that. I was going to get into some other stuff, and I had maybe some fucking WWE Hell in a Cell pay-per-view shit, but we're going a little longer than I wanted to. I'm a little hungry, but honestly, this fucking card, I'll just say it. Card is stinky. It's poo-poo. It's garbage. You're getting Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins in the only Hell in a Cell match. Usually they give 2 Hell in a Cell matches, sometimes even 3, but we're in Chicago, so Chicago gets fucked over and they only going to get 1. You're going to get a Cody Rhodes match shoved down your throat. So enjoy that. I know our buddy Mike, he was able to get a ticket for free, so he's not gonna no skin off his bones. So good on him for that. That would be the only reason I would go too. So good shit on him. Maybe like if I'm bored and I got nothing else to do on that Sunday, maybe I'll scalp a fucking $20 tickets in the nosebleeds or whatever. But like I said, this card is looking so bad. Mustafa Ali in theory for the U.S. title. Oh boy. Ezekiel and Kevin Owens in the most ridiculous storyline that's come up, while some people are like, oh, I like that. I like it. It's silly. Ezekiel, you don't know that he's not Elias. Why? We're just like, oh boy, like okay.
I even know he is.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's just ridiculous. Whatever. I mean, hopefully someone gets a kick out of it. I don't know who exactly. I don't know what that audience or this is being portrayed to, the demographic for it. Whatever. If this is really what Cody Rhodes wanted, you know what? Here you go. La-di-da. You've been hand selected, and finally you're fucking just being coddled to. This is your pay-per-view. You're gonna get no Roman Reigns, no nobody. It's just you, Cody. So you better deliver. That's basically what it is.
I hope he breaks his neck.
Oh my God. I just hope that the match falls flat on its fucking face. Honestly, I hope the match is shit. Like it won't be, because Seth Rollins is pretty decent and Cody Rhodes is okay. I hope there's just some sort of debacle. There's just some sort of miscommunication, and it just isn't. This doesn't. I'm not going to go off and say fucking. I hope they get hurt. No, I just hope that there's some sort of miscommunication and that just the flow isn't.
I hope
right.
Both of their planes go down.
Oh my God.
I'll say it.
Yeah. Only other thing I forgot to mention with your Cubs update. They had WWE Day on Monday, or Yeah, on Sunday, excuse me, or Monday. I don't know. Happy
the
Corbin.
Monday, the Monday,
Yeah. The game one of the doubleheader.
Yeah.
Happy Corbin threw out the first pitch. They had 7th inning stretch with him as well. And then I think the only other thing that they gave out was a WWE fanny pack with like the Cubs logo on the side of it. So
yeah, I seen that.
But it wasn't even like a real giveaway. If you had like a special event ticket that you bought,
that's what
that
it
was the only way.
Yeah.
That was the only way to get it. So I guess fuck the Cubs and WWE for doing that. The Sox and AEW would have just gave a giveaway right at the door. First 20,000 people just get it right away.
Speaking of giveaways, I couldn't get you guys shirts on Thursday.
That's
we got there fucking
completely
late.
forgot. Completely
They're
forgot
nice shirts too. AJ got one.
Oh, and, shit! Yeah, to see how it looks.
You gotta have to check it out. It's pretty dope. But I tried to get you, guys one, but we got there late.
Yeah, I think I did. I think they did that last year or the year before with the hats. They were every year they had a different style hat. And I think the Bulls also do that too. They get a local designer and they design like a hat or a shirt or something. They do that. That's always fun. Good giveaway. Like I said, I think we're still finishing up wrestling WWE, but that was a bit on that. Like I said, Hell in a Cell coming up in Chicago. Card's looking stinky. Don't really give a fuck about it. AJ Styles leading some other hoo-has versus Edge, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. Who gives a fuck? Every hour, Edge just tweets out a picture of some celebrity and acting like they're going to join he's going to tweet out a picture of like Dave Chappelle or some shit. And going to act like he's going to join their fucking group. It's not happening. No one's joining that dumbass House of Black Mercari ripoff fucking version of your fucking trio. Not happening. The only other thing I also had, Jake Atlas got arrested. Oh, actually, I will read that for you because this was really quick. I'll read this really quick for you. Get your thing on it. I don't know if you remember Jake Atlas. He had like 1 or 2 matches in AEW before he got hurt mid-match. He tweaked I think he dislocated his knee against Adam Cole in a match. In some hot water. Got arrested for domestic battery charge for him. So let me go ahead and read this to you right here. From the New York Post reads, AEW wrestler Jake Atlas was arrested in Florida last week on charges of domestic battery. According to the police report obtained by Fightful, Atlas, whose real name is Kenny Marquez, has been out drinking and called for his partner to pick him up and go out with him to a woman's house for a 3-way, for the 3 of them to have sexual relations, for them to have a 3-way. He, the partner, showed the female half more attention than Atlas, which upset Atlas. A quote from one of the officers. This started a huge verbal argument between him and Atlas, the officer went on to say. Atlas then allegedly became belligerent and attacked his partner, the other gentleman. While a witness attempted to intervene and separate the two, Atlas allegedly continued yelling and attempting to attack and ultimately scratching his partner and tearing his tank top. So, not looking good in terms of Jake Atlas. It's not looking good. Let me see. Atlas was released on the same day he was arrested and agreed to no contact with his partner. Oh, released from jail, so not released by AEW. So he's been off air ever since he was recovering from his torn ACL. So
okay,
I I
looked up a picture of him and I remember him now.
Yeah, so like I said, he only had the one or two matches maybe in AEW. One of them was like a dark match, and then I think, like I said, one of them was on Rampage in some sort of tournament style match for Adam Cole to be in, and he got hurt mid match.
Unbelievable, dude.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
That's a story.
He was just upset.
Look at this fucking guy.
He was upset. The dude was showing more interest in the girl than he wasn't showing in him. I mean, it makes sense. The girl's a girl, so you got to pay more attention to her. Whatever. I just thought that was funny. You probably won't be seeing him for. Probably just won't be seeing him on AEW TV for a while, if not ever again.
Good.
So
good. Don't need him.
And kind of, actually, you're right. You don't really need him. This roster is stacked up.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the last thing. Not really making headlines. Nothing really ever since she's left. But Sasha Banks, where's she going? I don't know if she's going to go to AEW. Maybe Naomi can and show up there. But I think she might be going to Hollywood, dude. She already made that wave on the Mandalorian part, and I think you can get a live action, kind of like a little mini limited series when they go follow those three. I know they're in the Clone Wars, right? They're in some sort of, I know they're in the cartoon, right?
Yeah, they're in the Clone Wars,
or they're in Rebels or some shit.
They're in the Clone Wars, and yeah, they're parts of them in Rebels, and then obviously, they're in the Mandalorian.
Yeah, and then they're in the live action part in Mando. So I mean, give them a small, maybe an episode or two in there. She's already well established. So I think, if anything, Sasha Banks, not to AEW, not back to WWE, Sasha Banks to Hollywood.
And she actually didn't do bad in her one scene. She got into a fight with Boba Fett and tied.
Yeah, and exactly.
Her character's a little bit of a badass.
And a lot of these like former wrestlers, they do end up going into Hollywood for, sometimes they're just backup stunt people. I remember Paul London, former cruiserweight champion, former tag team champion in WWE. He would do I think he did Keanu Reeves stunt doubles or something shit like that.
No way.
Something. He was one of those. He did somebody. He was just in one of those shoot interviews doing like a lot of reveals, and he made mention to something like that. So it's pretty cool when you're a young athletic guy like that. And Sasha Banks can do the exact same thing. He's very young, very athletic. A lot of talent for them. And
you make a little cameo like that in Star Wars, you're a part of Star Wars forever. Make her own fucking
exactly.
Yeah, and Mandalorian season 3 is already rumored to be all about. It's going to be sort of Bo-Katan versus Din Djarin for the Darksaber and who's going to rule Mandalore. So I guarantee you Sasha Banks will be in there.
There you go. That'd be something cool to see again. So, oh man, I mean, we were all over the place, but I mean, we really racked it in. Bunch of wrestling, bunch of Star Wars, honestly, all wrapped up. It's all came full circle. Started with Star Wars and kind of finished it up with Star Wars. So, like I said, we got on everything, and I think the only thing we didn't mention too when we were talking Ray Liotta is just maybe the bathroom segment is going to hit a little bit different now that someone from Goodfellas is gone. Put him in a bathroom. We're not putting Ray Liotta in a bathroom, but put him in the ground.
Put him in a box.
Oh shit.
Or an urn, whatever his family decides.
Whatever their family wants. It's up to them. So I think with that being said, everything wrapped up. We got everything. Finally, we fucking had this long weekend for both of us, so we can wrap this baby up. Thank you for everyone fucking listening. Thank you, Shoot Your Shot. Thank you, PointsBet, code SYS9. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Troy, every time. Always Troy. I know that's a for sure thing. I can always count on that for a listen. So thank you, Troy. Thank you, Grogu. Anything else? Anybody else? Thank you, Obi-Wan.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well, okay. We'll
thank you. Yeah. Thank you. What's his name? I can't think of his name. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau for bringing back Star Wars to what it should be.
And then maybe we can also make mention when we get more details on it. The other series that is coming out on them.
There's a bunch of them. They announced.
There you go. For sure. Yeah. So without further ado, let's wrap this baby up. Thank you for listening. Fucking do that PointsBet. SYS9 helps you out. Helps me. Take care. Wow.
See ya.
Oh shit. Gonna cut it.